H-Town, America. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatt, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world, not just in Houston, not just in America, but all over the world. So, world, what's up? It's a great Tuesday. Yesterday, Labor Day. We wasn't on the show yesterday. And let me tell you, the show wasn't aired yesterday. Want to know what y'all did over the weekend? Let me first of all, let's get this out of the way because I got something I want to share with y'all right quick. My starting five today. Our starting five are the five people that sign up to the Facebook or YouTube feed, the Chop Shop page, and it's culminated on my screen, and it tell me who signed in first today. We're gonna give them. Hold up, let me give them their applause. Hold on. We got Jason Peters, Chris Charles, Kimberly Jackson, Rod Wells, Daryl Anderson, and the sixth man of the day is Alex Cicero. Alex, I'm getting that name right. I'm getting better. But a shout out to everybody else. I see you out there. I see you, Kevin. I see you, Rick Brown. I see you, Gary Sinclair. Hold on one second. I see you, Corey Willis. Rod Wells, what are you talking about? Get off of Facebook KFC. I don't understand what you mean by that, Rod Wells. What's up, Jeremy? Dr. Newsom. Hey, Chris Charles again. Mindy, hey, Mindy. Oh, she back on today. The Astros won. When they lost, she didn't come on. Y'all see what she doing to me? Y'all watch Mindy for me. Jeremy Day. Who's Thad? What's up, Thad? That's why I had to say the America everywhere, because Thad on every day, and he's in Chicago. Who else we got? Miss Allen is in Atlanta, and she watched the show every day. So we got to watch that a little bit. I got to pay a little bit. Somebody brought that to my attention. Okay. What's up, Troy Callahan? Darryl Barnes. He always sign in with his what you call it, fraternity insignia, whatever that is. What's up, Karen Roach? Kevin Freitman. Mate is in Atlanta. See what I'm saying, people? We got people everywhere. Shanquetta, have you got back yet? Shanquetta, I got your request, but we're working on the podcast thing. We're working on it. National Payroll Day. Bless the payroll. Thank you, Jessica. Man, don't worry about it. We know TSU was going to get their head tore off. Darryl Barnes said he saw Terrence Arsenault Saturday hanging with some of the U of H basketball players. Okay. That's good. That's a great. Had it up for Kim Jackson. Oh, I got you. So let me share some with y'all, man. Listen, a lot of stuff to cover today. And I'm trying to get to it because I want to share some with y'all. We got Jackson State. I love Jackson State. I love their uniforms. I want to talk about that. But something happened yesterday, y'all, that I have to talk about. And Michael K. Williams made his transition yesterday. And he has now joined the realm of the ancestors. You may recall Williams, who played Omar on The Wire and Chalky White in the Boardwalk Empire, and Montrose Freeman in Lovecraft County. you know anything about me, I love movies. I love stuff. I love stuff. I'm a movie buff, and Michael K. Williams is one of my greatest favorite actors. And so during the week, I'm going to talk a little bit more about him. And every single role he's actually played, he was phenomenal. He has a way of conveying. Let me show you who he is so y'all can know who I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I should have. I'm just so you can know exactly who I'm talking about. That's him right there. Um, that's him right there. Um, he has a way of conveying emotions into characters we are not, as a society, necessarily trained to value as human beings. Uh, uh, he really had a way of speaking life into these characters. Even if you can't stand the characters, you love his portrayal of them. Um, the New York Police Department did confirm that he passed away about Monday, about 2 p.m. at his home in Brooklyn of heroin overdose. Uh, he was a regular on The Wire, The Boardwalk Empire, Lovecraft County, the night of. He had recurring roles and an alias. He was also part of 12 Years a Slave cast, Gone Baby Gone, Inherit Vice, and apparently he was just not. It got hey Shanquetta, it got me Shanquetta. I'm telling you, it's one of my dudes. I never had a chance to meet him, but I knew people who know him, and man, they just said, "How do you need to meet this dude? You need to meet this dude," and I never got a chance to meet him. But let me play. Let me do something. And apparently, he was not just only phenomenal on screen, but he was phenomenal in real life also. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you play something, man. I'm gonna play some. I hope I got it on here. Please, I know I got it. Check this out.
I think I crossed the line with, my real life and Omar's fictional life. But I had to, I learned now how to separate the fictional world from my real life. But the lines got a little gray because I was a little green in the early process of that.
Well, he may say that he was green, but Michael has contributed two of the most iconic characters in the history of American television, with Omar and with Chalky White. What we are actually getting to witness in his young career, we're going to see a lot more, is like one of the great American actors, giving voice and giving flesh to characters that most people would have never given the same humanity to, of opening a window to a world of men that we pass by or don't know about. It's one of the most innovative portrayals on television in our generation, and it was an honor for me to even share the screen with him. One of the greatest moments I've ever had in my career was the scenes that I did with Michael. He's a very special man, very special artist, and what art is to the community, thoughts are to the individual. It's the place where we reflect on who we are, and he has opened up a window of reflection to people who may pass people on the corner that they would have never given humanity to, that he has made people think twice and give humanity to these men. And that's classic American television history right there, Michael K. Williams.
When I watched,
Y'all do me a favor and share the show, because I'm finna share something with y'all that most sports shows are not gonna do. That's why we're not no regular sports show. We the chop shop. We chop it up like we in the barber shop. And I want to share something with y'all. Share the show right now. Everybody share it, because I want to share something with you. I was just thinking about what Wendell Pierce just said. I know a lot of y'all didn't hear exactly what he said, but because you were typing. But I hope that I can do the work that would allow somebody to say something that gracious and that kind about me while I'm standing there. I wanted to pause for effect. I just want to let y'all know that clip I just played for you. I hope that the work that I would my life. Hope I do better works that allow somebody to say something that gracious and that kind about me while I'm standing there. It was beautiful. It was eloquent. Just showering of love that we don't often see a lot, particularly between brothers. That's why I love this brother. I'm going to click on the screen right quick, right now. That's why I love this brother. Got better internet wherever he is.
What up, boy? What up, baby?
Chris, I'm in the middle of talking about Michael K. Williams, who probably was a neighbor not far from you. Penthouse probably not far from you in Brooklyn. But Jimmy, Wendell Pierce just gave a great tribute to him in front of him in his face. For Wendell Pierce to do that for Michael Williams while he was there in front of him and speak for him and speak in a way that spoke about his impact, Chris, and the way that he impacted so many lives and people's lives, and the way he portrayed black men who are typically taught in this society to ignore the chalky whites of the world, and in his movie, The Hustler, and the and what's the other character? He got so many characters. Omar. Y'all, let me tell you something, and I had to play this for y'all, so people who don't know. Omar was so scathing in his portrayal of Omar. This what used to happen when Omar used to come around on the white.
Omar coming, y'all. Did you hear that? Omar coming. Come on. Get out of here. Omar coming. Put that shit down. I said Omar coming. Come. Somebody is coming now. Come on, let's go. Yeah.
That's how he used to walk through the neighborhood, Chris. But Chris, the sensitivity that was always on the screen at the same time that Michael Williams was on the screen, Chris. Chris, I studied this guy. I mean, it's just, my partner called me this morning telling me, dude, I know you got to talk about your guy. And when leagues, that's what I love about Chris Walker. See that and recognize that and the value that you have. I thought it was amazing. Chris, I know you didn't see the video. I'll play it later for I know people who getting on late. But Chris, you are going to hear his name a lot, everybody. He has been in the coming days because he had been already nominated for 3 Emmys and a support acting in a limited series called When They See Us and Bessie. He is currently considered for an Emmy for his work in Lovecraft County. I'm glad that we have a chance to honor him today. Born in Brooklyn, Chris. His mother is from the Bahamas. His dad is from South Carolina. He's from East Flatbush, the Vanderveer housing projects in Flatbush, East Flatbush. Chris, he talked a lot about his early years, about already struggling with addiction and struggling with the impact of that disease. The reality is that you just never know what people are dealing with, Chris. The things that they have to navigate through. You know, it's always important for us to hold spaces of kindness, Chris. Hold spaces of love. Me and you shared some stuff that we was talking on the phone yesterday, and we was talking about an individual. You said, "Man, that's a good person. That's a good. You follow me?" So It's hold space, ladies and gentlemen, for love. Hold spaces for mercy. Hold spaces for gratitude and appreciation. Man, Michael K. Williams is one of my favorite actors. We need to do that in our community. Did you see Wendell Pierce sit up there and talk about this guy to his face? Right there to his face, talk glowing about him. Chris, we need to do that more in our community. What's going on, man? Welcome today to the Chop Shop.
I tried to be on time a little bit since you was jumping on me about coming on. So yeah, that's really sad, man. And you're right about one thing. As we all navigate challenges, man, we gotta definitely hold space for people, whether we agree or disagree. Also, walking a mile in another man's shoes. It doesn't matter how much money he has. If he's on television, as you educated me, and I was, being somewhat facetious, but also understanding about LaMarcus Aldridge and what he was going through. It doesn't matter how much money he has. It doesn't mean this man doesn't have issues, because if that was the case, why would some of these people commit suicide and do some of the things that they're doing?
Right.
So clearly there's some demons. I don't want to use the word demons, but there's some things that
That's a good word,
it,
Chris. Chris.
it could be demons, but
Yeah.
could be some things that are unsettled in their past,
Hmm.
and that they deal with. We were talking today about. I was telling you about the documentary. It's interesting if people don't know what's going on. We're going to talk about sports, but what's going on in Afghanistan right now,
Hmm.
and how we politicize it in American culture. But when you watch the turning point, I think it's good, especially what's going on right now in pop culture with the presidency, therefore, and so forth and so on, about why they hate us so much. And again, not trying to condone September 11th, because that's coming up. But it's a good documentary if you don't know what's going on, and you just saw the planes flying to the World Trade Center. It's a good documentary to see, man, how did we get to the point where somebody wants to fly planes into the Twin Towers? How do we get there?
And the Pentagon.
And the Pentagon. And was trying to fly one into the Capitol too.
But when you think about it, they were doing it. They was trying to damage our seats of power. The money,
Correct.
our money, our military, and our Congress people. They were trying to hit our seats of power. But you can continue. Yeah.
And that's true. And I was actually flying on that day. I was recruiting a kid in Houston, and I was at the University of Massachusetts, and I was flying on that day, and we actually had to land in Birmingham, and we drove all the way back to Massachusetts because you couldn't fly after that. And I remember after that, it was tough, like flying after that. You start doing what certain folks do to us. They start, oh man, I might get on that plane. Look at that dude. You start doing that nonsense. But that's what happened. But my point is, I digress by saying the reason why Michael K. whoever else, or anything of that sort has an addiction problem, an issue, a family situation, some of those things, man, you got to go back and settle those things. They're the hardest things to do, man. It's the hardest thing to do, to admit that you have issues. And again, money can't solve those issues, man. If that was the case, having money, money is fun. It's a social construct, but it does not solve issues of the mind, the heart, and the soul. It does not solve it. It gives you a nicer car. It may give you a nicer house. It may even let you go by the bar, but it ain't gonna settle what's in your heart and what's in your mind.
I'm glad you said that. I never forget. I got his name. It's in my notes. I didn't prepare for it. But I remember this guy. He was a billionaire. And doing that crunch around 2013 or something happened with the market. And he went from a billion to a 500 millionaire. Chris, they say he went in his office, sat at his desk, put a garbage can over by him, slit his wrist, and let the blood flow in the garbage can and died because he did not want to live not being a billionaire. His identity was caught up in him being a billionaire. And when he lost that money, I could not believe. I mean, it was unbelievable. But yesterday, I just wanted to share that with you. But yesterday, Chris, I didn't want to believe. I thought it was internet fodder, social media propaganda yesterday about Michael Williams. Because, people, you can't trust what you hear and see on this. You can't even trust national news. And I was hoping that it wasn't real. Because he's one of my guys. Everybody know me. They know Boardwalk Empire and Chalky White. That's my dude. You follow me? But as I was researching it, Chris, I saw something, Chris. In every article, without exception, they open with the line, successful actor. They open with the line, successful. He lived in a penthouse in Brooklyn. He wasn't destitute, Chris. You follow me? Because, but Chris, he had all of this money, had all of this fame, had all of this, got Emmys coming in a few weeks, Chris. But Chris, he was dealing with, he'd been struggling with it from all his life. I see you, Jimmy. They go on and say they found drug paraphernalia in his apartment. Uh, he had died of a apparent overdose. Uh, uh, but it made me think about Chris last week. Rising comedian, I think it's Fuquan Johnson, and two other people died. They had some fentanyl laced cocaine. It's just last week. Up and coming, great comedian, and immediately took over their system, took their system into overdrive. Uh, and I saw a tweet that guy had what his name? Let me Fuquan, Mr. Johnson had did. It's a haunting tweet, Chris. If you go to his Twitter on a Thursday night before the parent overdose, he said, "I'm so high, I just tried to shampoo my whole body." That was one of his tweets. And then the next day, Chris, him and a few more people, one girl, she in critical condition, she might recover. I don't I didn't want this opportunity to pass where we grieve an amazingly gifted black man, with limited gifts and limited possibilities. I don't want
Young too.
Say it again.
Young.
Yeah, young.
Young guy.
Yeah,
Young.
I didn't want the moment for me going forward without, man. It's some people out here struggling with addiction. What's up, Jimmy? I'm gonna bring Jimmy in. Those of you,
What's
who
up,
have
Chi?
yeah, we got some people have family members are struggling with addiction. Addiction don't necessarily, ladies and gentlemen, don't have to be drugs. It could be alcohol.
Okay.
It could be shopping. It could be gambling. But listen to me, Chris, and you said something about it earlier. This is a crystallized example where we can be doing well in our professional life, but crumbling in our private sphere. I don't know about what everybody's contending with and what they got, but man, let me tell y'all something, man. God is with y'all, man. I'm telling you, this stuff is so close. Jimmy just left. I think he was up in Dallas this weekend. Big E, a young man, passed away. So let me tell y'all something, man. Tomorrow, when I have all these guys, I got something I want to share with everybody. But this thing hit really close to me. One of my favorite actors. My people around my daughter, she called me, she crying, telling me, "Dad, that's your dude, Chalky White. That's your dude, Omar." And Jimmy, I know a lot of people went on, but Jimmy, you and Chris wasn't here either. But I got to play to y'all something that I think we need more in our community. I got to play it for you. It's a minute long. Got to play this for you. Check this out.
I think I crossed the line with, my real life and Omar's fictional life. But I had to, I learned now how to separate the fictional world from my real life. But the line got a little gray because I was a little green in the early process of that.
Well, he may say that he was green, but Michael has contributed two of the most iconic characters in the history of American television, with Omar and with Chalky White. What we are actually getting to witness in his young career, we're going to see a lot more, is like one of the great American actors, giving voice and giving flesh to characters that most people would have never given the same humanity to, of opening a window to a world of men that we pass by or don't know about. It's one of the most innovative portrayals on television in our generation, and it was an honor for me to even share the screen with him. One of the greatest moments I've ever had in my career was the scenes that I did with Michael. He's a very special man, very special artist, and what art is to the community, thoughts are to the individual.
I want to share right after that, Chris. And this is where you came in, Chris. I said, I hope that the work that I do, that allows someone to say something that gracious about me while I'm standing there. I just hope to do better works that can happen. And because this kind of thing don't happen with black men. That's why I got to point this out, because we got a lot of black men on this show. We got a lot of people who know black men on this show. This just don't happen in our community. And for him to do that, for that man right there in front of me, he spoke for him. He said, no, you weren't green. I took care. So I think that was a tribute to Wendell Pierce, New Orleans native, and talking about a Brooklyn guy, East Flatbush guy, Michael K. Williams. But Jimmy, what's up? Welcome, baby. Omar, my man. I'm sorry. I just had to give him. I just had to talk about him today. What you got going on over there?
Oh shoot, man, we got so much stuff to lay down on this Monday coming out of the weekend. We got first and foremost, I would like to give props to the Atascocita Eagles for fulfilling my projection that they was last week on the Chop Shop when I claimed that they would go and travel to Dallas and end one of the nation's longest home win streaks, and that's from Allen High School. Atascocita went up there and took care of business. People didn't see that one coming. So that's the top two football powerhouses in DFW have taken L's from out of town teams.
You like that? Seem like you really like DFW losing the way you just said it. I'm just saying the way you just said it. But keep on going.
No. It's not that I like them losing. I love Houston. Difference between like and love. I love Greater Houston winning. Now, the first game, Duncanville had nothing to do with Greater Houston, but as two of the top teams have been humbled and in the past 3 weeks. And so that's what it wasn't about being glad that they lost. Nah, I wasn't glad they lost. I was happy that Atascocita won. So if that comes at the sacrifice of somebody from DFW thinking that that's a mistaken that I am glad they lost, now
I ain't for DFW, and that's what I got out of it. That's how I got out of it.
I'm happy they won.
Huh? Okay.
And speaking of course, the this past weekend, the funeral services for Irvin Big E Davis took place in DFW, and I went up there, and Had I was thinking about something. Different people, a funeral or two that was coming after, and I didn't think that I was strong enough to attend it, so I didn't go. And so everybody has different reasons, and it's not, and they're not obligated to share their reasons with any of us. But I do know one thing. I went to the funeral, and I want to applaud the Dallas Showtime alumni. They had a surplus of players who showed up to the actual funeral. I did not attend the awakening services the night before. Got in town while that was going on. I went to the funeral, and Dallas, once again, the Dallas Showtime alumni was there in abundance. There were about a dozen college coaches that were in attendance, supporting, paying their respects to not only to Big E, but his immediate family members, and extending through that Dallas Showtime. A lot of the people in the basketball community, of people of influence, were in attendance. And, it was one of those things that make me think. It's like in the past couple of years, they've lost Jazzy Hardwell. They lost Lawrence Johns, who people know affectionately as Low, that founded the Dallas Seawolves. And you mentioned, of course, Cynthia Guillory was a couple of weeks ago in DFW, and now Irvin Big E Davis. all in DFW. And this is wasn't by design, but I just want to make sure that people are paying attention. I think I may be the only person on the planet that have attended all 4 of those funerals. And I don't even live in your city. So that means when people get to thinking about who's supporting you and you're thinking about, oh, he don't like us, man, that dude from Houston.
No, but Jimmy, hold on. I got to stop you right there. Jimmy, just because you go to a people's funeral, some people grieve different. Some people just don't. You shouldn't keep score about, you like funerals. You the only person I ever seen had a man hearse in your background before. So, I mean, you like funerals. Everybody don't like funerals like you. So for you to sit there, you can't keep score on that. You can't. That's just not fair to keep score. Just be thankful that you were able to go, because you like to go to people's funeral. But I mean, some people just didn't. Some people just didn't fit that. I'm just saying.
Put it like this. Put it like this. When people that are close to people don't go,
But
a score is kept for them.
No, it's not.
You ever been around a family? Have you ever been around certain families when they have a friend? It's like, where was so and so? Where was his dad at? Where was his uncle? You know, his best friend wasn't even here. What? She didn't come. His ex-girlfriend, she didn't. First baby mama didn't. People
That's
keep
what I learned,
score
Jimmy.
when you don't come.
I'm a different. It's a big difference. It's a different ideologies here. I just thank the people that are there. I never worry about who wasn't there. I didn't at my mom's funeral. I never thought who was not there. I was celebrating her life. That's how I view funerals, as a celebration of life. If someone don't show up, they just don't show up. That's just the way I am. I'm not gonna. And you got this fascination for funerals. You love funerals, and you love them, and it's okay. But a lot of people don't like funerals, Jimmy. So we shouldn't sit up here and vilify them. They were friends of his and they didn't show up. No, just you were there. You celebrated.
Hold on. At what point did I vilify a person?
You just said people didn't show up. That show how kind of friends they are. That's what you were just saying.
What is that? You just mistaken everything I just said.
Oh my God.
Yes, you did.
Jimmy, you comparing, you've been to 4 funerals. You've been to all the 4 people. Stop. Hold on. Let me help you. No. Can I help you? Let me help you. I've been to all 4 funerals of the guys in Dallas Fort Worth. Dallas Fort Worth.
So once again, that's me talking about me. That ain't got nothing to do with who didn't. That's talking about me.
People talk just because that don't mean you love the city of Dallas because you go to the funeral.
Once again, that's if you are there.
I'm talking about you.
And if people are there, you can tell before, during, after their actions, how much they appear to care. I promise you that.
What you're saying?
If you ever been to a funeral, you could.
That just came out your mouth. Did you hear what just came out your mouth?
You could tell before, during, and even after the energy, the spirit, as you say, a man of the cloth. You could tell if you're in the presence of that person, you could tell if it's genuine or not during the funeral. Yes, you can. You could tell. You could tell before.
I never heard this from no other human being. Jimmy, you are unique. That's all I can say. You're very unique in this. How can you get inside of somebody's heart and head and tell me what they're thinking and how they feel?
I said you could tell from the spirit. You could tell from the
tell.
Energy. You could tell. Yes, you can. Yes, you
can.
Wait,
how can you tell the spirit of the people who are not there? I didn't come.
I just said when a person is at the funeral, you can tell their actions before, during, and after if they're present. I just said that.
So you were at the funeral. Instead of celebrating E's life, you was at the funeral. Let me see how her spirit is. Let me see. You were spirit searching.
No. The person, the family, the family, the people, the nucleus of the funeral. The nucleus can tell. I'm not talking about the bypassers or the spectators. You're not, the spectators are coming and going. But the nucleus, they could tell. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So those
Jimmy,
people can tell.
hey, don't explain that
So,
with me.
hold on.
You don't have to explain that with me.
Didn't you just declare a while ago? You just declared me as in so many words as a funeral pro.
Yes.
So if I'm a funeral pro, then I'm telling you something about a funeral. You're telling me you're not a funeral pro. If you just declared, but Jimmy,
and
you
don't ever want to be a funeral pro.
That means I do. I'm going there. I'm taking notes. Taking notes.
Bingo. Hey, bingo.
Every single
Okay,
funeral.
I got you.
Hold on. How many? Hold on. Didn't we just talk about this about 2 years ago? And I explained, well, a year ago, and I informed you guys that I have written my obituary already. Have you done that yet?
Let's not go there. Jimmy, we got a lot of stuff to carry. Hold on, Jimmy.
I'm trying to explain to you. So it's different. So you're going into a territory. I'm declaring myself a pro. Okay. I know what songs I won't sing. I know who's going to do my eulogy. It's going to be this down to 3 people right now.
Am I?
I know what song. I'm just telling you. So I've done all of this. If you ever come to my office, any of you guys look it up, ask me to pull it up. It'll be on my desktop. If I die tomorrow, that's where you can find it. It's on my desktop. I've done this. So that means that you think about it like this. Most people don't think about stuff like that.
Leave alone.
So yes, I'm studying that when I'm there. I'm studying things. I want this color casket. This is what I want to do. I want a little bit. I want to put me a logo on there. Hey, you know what? I thought about something else the other day when I'm at the funeral. You know what? I want my hat on, but how are they going to get the hat on me if I'm laying down? That means they're going to cut the back of the hat. I got to write that down in instructions. Cut the hat in half. That way it can lay on me cool like that. That's the whole thing. Which pair of glasses I want to lie in. I ain't let nobody else make that decision. I'm making that decision. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So now back to the regular scheduled program. You can't talk to me about funerals. I'm now taking notes. Hell.
Boy, you
now
wild,
back
boy.
back
to the regular schedule, as you say.
Yeah. Now, as I was doing,
the screen, man, y'all something else, man.
and that's another thing. Yeah, you guys understand. I got plenty of hats to be giving away. If your hat the right size, you put it in, and that way now I'm doing all that. I explain to you. You do that when you feel your days on this planet as in the physical sense are numbered. So therefore, I know I'm about to go. So I'm not going to sit there and wait and get caught off guard. I'm going to have this stuff laid out as much as I can. And then that way now, I'm going to have a speech for somebody to read off while I'm up in there. And it's going to feel like I'm talking straight from out of that casket. I'm telling you. So
boy, y'all crazy, man.
So crazy. That's the thing on that. Now, once again, props to Atascocita for going up there and opening up a good can of whoopers on Allen High School. So that was big. That was humongous for the city. And of course football, I have to give a little credit to Prairie View for knocking off my TSU Tigers at the Labor Day.
Again?
Yeah.
Somebody sent me this today. Somebody sent me this right before the show. I'm trying to make it bigger. Somebody said that. I'm trying to make it big. I'm trying to make it big. It won't. Oh!
How many times in a row has this happened?
Doug Jones sent Doug. Who the dude in the hat? Jimmy, this was for you. They sent that and said, this is for Jimmy when the show. Soon as he get to talk about the funerals, put this up. That's Prairie View. Beat the. But you know what, though? One thing I do like, you knew they was going to get their head toe off. Hey, Chris, I mentioned the game. Jimmy just said.
Jimmy, why the football team can't do like the basketball team? What's going on, man?
You know, I wasn't at the game, so I know TSU struck first with a field goal, and all of a sudden, the bottom fell out. I was in Dallas, of course, while the game on Saturday, but I just think that that TSU started the freshman, a redshirt freshman at quarterback, and like I said, I can't speak because I really wasn't there and I didn't watch it, but that was is you run out of excuses. That's TSU has never beaten Prairie View under this coach and the previous coach. I think it's 7 straight years.
Chuck says 8 years.
So somebody told me, Jimmy, y'all ain't won a game since this dude been here. Have y'all won a game? Somebody told me this yesterday. They haven't won a game. I said, no. How can you walk around the campus?
Who hired him?
Huh?
Granger didn't hire him. Granger didn't hire him, did he?
Yeah.
Granger didn't hire him. No, he didn't hire him.
This came under Granger's watch, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
I think
I thought the guy previous to Granger hired him. Kevin Allen, get on there and tell us.
I'm just, Jimmy, and I want to know if y'all went to the game, because I don't watch it. I was busy watching a real football game of HBCU.
Y'all, see, you can't say stuff like that.
No, I can't. Hey, if somebody can come on here and love funerals, I can. Hold up. If Jimmy can say he loves funerals, I can say I love Jackson State.
Hold on. Who were you watching?
Jackson State.
Oh, okay. My bad. Let me see. Hold on. You mean I was gonna get on? You mean the dude, the big old chain on?
Ooh, I ain't never watched an HBCU game from cover to cover. I never.
7-6 was the score. 7.
I watched it because guess what? I was watching Shadar Sanders throwing the ball. Hold up. I was watching Shiloh Sanders. Hold on. I'm gonna show you how much I loved it. Hold up, y'all. Shiloh went into the stands after the game. Chris, watch this. This what I love about it. He go up in the stands. He go up in the stands.
Hold on, time out.
7-6. The score was 7-6.
So what's the first thing come to your mind when you see that? One word.
Prime.
21.
Chris, your one word, Chris. First thing come to mind.
Number 21.
What'd you
say? 21.
21. Okay. On, no, first thing came to my mind. The first thing, seriously. COVID.
Oh, come on, man.
First thing came to my mind.
You're going to ruin the show.
That's all right. That's a good one. That's a good one.
But
that ain't come to my mind. I told boy, you got a morbid mentality. Come on. Jimmy.
So that he went in the crowd.
He should have put his fat mask
and most of that crowd, no. Where you saw fat?
So the crowd got, hold up. Well, then he shouldn't have went. Nobody should have went to the game then.
Hold up. Do they have to be
vaccinated? No, that's not the issue. But nobody going to the game.
Do they have to be
vaccinated?
But
they have precautions.
Hey, man.
Say it again.
That's all I can tell y'all. Let me get back to this. I ain't talking about no damn COVID. I'm talking about, you asked me what HBCU game. I watched that game because Florida A&M coach talking all that mess. They said, welcome to the SWAC. They supposed to have this high-powered offense. Chris, you helped me out with this one. You supposed to have this high-powered offense, fam, you. And you go in there, can't move. And then half of these guys just got here. And guess what? You benched the black quarterback at an HBCU and put a white guy in. And go start the white guy next week.
He was ineffective.
I know. Chris, we had an HBCU. Chris, we had an HBCU.
Hold up, Adam. I watched the end of it, and I was like, oh, damn, they got a white quarterback. I didn't know they benched him till you just said that.
They benched him. Yeah, he, next week, somebody else go. But Chris, did you see the helmets in the uniform? Let me tell you something, man. Y'all can say what you want about Brian. That man went to Miami. You know he went to school at Florida State. He went to Florida A&M is right across the street from Florida State. He went down there and beat them dudes. Them dudes were heavily favored. Yes, the score was 6-7, but I watched every bit of it. That's all I wanted to say. I ain't talking about TSU. Hold up. This all, when Doug sent me this, they laying down.
Hey, Jimmy.
I was done. Huh?
Hatter, you know what Jimmy gonna do. You better hope Memphis don't lose one game because Jimmy gonna come right at your neck. I'm just telling you right now.
I don't care.
Win every game. Hey, like they say,
hey, Chris.
Same energy, right, Jimmy?
Chris, I'm built for this, Chris. Chris, I'm built for this, Chris. Chris, I'm built for this. They lost. Chris, they got their ass whooped that last year. He talked about it after everything. Chris, I'm used to.
One thing about, understand something. TSU football is akin to Duke football in their conference.
No, Duke is a lot better than TSU.
I'm talking about the whole body of work. There's been some years where Duke didn't win a game. Then in a couple of years they got into the top 25. But I'm talking about for the body of work, meaning that the concern on campus when kids say I'm going to Duke and their family members ain't thinking, well, give me some of those football tickets. Can you let me come in on your student pass for football? You know what they're saying? Hey, let me get up in there to watch one of those basketball games. And that's what I'm saying for TSU. Football is not what rouses people for TSU of years of late. So I think that now
I got a question.
It hasn't.
Ain't TSU in Texas?
Now don't get it twisted now.
Ain't this Texas Southern?
They got a bunch of football players in Texas.
Yeah. Texas Southern.
No, but understand something. I think let me remind you. Until TSU passes the Prairie View's longest losing streak in college football, until that happens, then y'all get at me. Get at me then.
No, we ain't getting at you.
That was a time when
we're
Prairie
trying
View
to give you a solution, man.
No. I just gave you one. Prairie View, that was a time. You probably
what's the solution? What's the solution?
The solution is get with me when TSU loses.
No. I'm talking about you helping your university. See, I helps my university.
Helping the university.
Can they get some better football players? That's
Alan. What's Memphis football coach name?
I don't know.
I know his name.
You ain't know the damn football coach. How the hell you helping him?
They win.
Learn his name first.
I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the basketball program, sir.
Okay, thank you. That's what exactly. So now you go.
But Memphis basketball. Memphis football program is winning, and I know his name. His name gonna come to me in a minute. It's winning. They're winning. They're winning. Guess what?
So when you just
they ain't over. They ain't over.
We don't have a record. We ain't in the record books.
I asked you a question, man. What is it gonna take for some of these great Texas football athletes to start going to TSU and help? They seem like they outmanned. Hold up, Chris. Somebody called and told me this. That's alumni. That alumni that pays helps them. They said, Robert, them guys on Prairie View was 3rd and 20, 3rd and 12, 3rd and whatever, 3rd and every, and they always make that first down. And then, Chris, then they in the hole on a touchback and threw an 80-yard bomb. What the hell is wrong with these people? With the safety? Where's the safety? Jimmy, that's all. I'm just saying, what can we do?
So you're attacking the coaching then? So you're saying they don't have good coaching then?
I didn't say nothing about that coach. No, that didn't come out of my mouth. I just don't think.
So indirectly, you are saying.
No, I just think Ryan Silverfield. Thank you, man. Ryan Silverfield. I don't hang with him, but that's the coach, Jimmy. I don't hang with him. But Jimmy, all I'm trying to say, what can we do? What can Walter Yates? Well, he can't do nothing. What can Doug Jones? Doug Jones love football, but he like Prairie View. Who like TSU that we can get a better player, a faster corner, a bigger, stronger defensive end, a big mobile linebacker. Those when we start getting those kind of team guys, then the team will be better, man. I'm sorry, I don't know none of them guys on this team, but Jimmy. So if they got, let me ask you a question. So if they got like Eddie George, so think about it. Jackson State got Deion Sanders, and look what's happening, right? Penny Hardaway, that's a little bit different though. But he put the Memphis as alma mater. Look what's happening. What if you had Eddie George or somebody or Andre Johnson? I don't know. Somebody coach TSU. You think they get some players that different?
Well, I mean, that's yet to be seen. But at the same time, TSU did the equivalent. Remember, their previous coach was a star, one of the star football players, one of the best who ever played there.
With Johnny Cole.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he was the previous football coach.
He ain't like them guys.
But-
He ain't like them guys
Yeah,
Chris just mentioned. He ain't like them guys Chris just mentioned now.
No. But on the bell curve, he's the equivalent of Eddie George. You know,
No.
no.
Hey, man. Hey, Max. Stop it, Max.
No. Listen, I'm talking about to TSU, the value to TSU on a bell curve. He's not a pro. He's not a pro. He didn't play in the NFL, but to TSU from the. What you gonna get, Michael? What you gonna get, Michael Strahan to come and play?
Deion Sanders didn't go to Jackson State, Jimmy.
No, he didn't go to Jackson State, but there's one of the coaches that one of the HBCUs just hired recently, one of their star players that went to the NFL. I can't remember which school it was. And you guys are maybe very, very fun or knowledgeable of it, but somebody did. So that was the thing on that. And I'm talking about, so the value on the bell curve, he was Big Willie to TSU for what they could get at the time.
That's
Now,
what
we're talking about, Jim.
Big at his own school. We talk about generational.
We trying to find out
because of Deion Sanders. Yes.
Eddie George didn't go to Tennessee State. He went to Ohio State.
I said one of them. I said somebody that went to their own school at a HBCU got hired, and I can't remember who.
Oh, but we ain't. You changing the narrative on us here. We trying to find out.
No. That's what I was comparing to Johnny Cole, a guy who had went to the school. And I said on the bell curve for those other guys, he has the value. He had the value. He had when he came in, the same old thing. Oh man, he's gonna change it. Every coach that get hired say the same old, have the same song to sing. Bottom line is TSU is way behind the bell curve on their competitors. They don't have a facility to play in. They have a practice field to play in, and it's the same thing for baseball. And basketball has at one time
one of the best arenas ever.
The Taj Mahal at one time of HBCUs. So that's when you see the difference. And guess what? They don't have the real estate. We know
they landlocked. We understand that, but that ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna show you something.
Why they can't go play at the soccer field?
Chris, let me help y'all out.
They don't own the soccer field, Chris. They don't own that.
Who is TSU most famous football alumni? Is it Michael Strahan?
I'd say Strahan would be one of the top two.
Okay, let me help you out. We went to the league. Okay.
He
bought, Chris, check this out, Chris. He had a tailor come down and have a pop-up shop at Jackson State and made every last 150 players brand new suits. 150 new suits for them to go. I'm hearing an echo. To go to this thing for the wear on the road trip. Michael Strahan, 150. Had a pop-up shop. All the guys went and got measured. They got the inside. Chris, it was not slant. It was what you call not standard type production. Why did he do that for TSU?
That's a question for the coach.
Maybe the coach didn't want him. Understand something. Now, Michael Strahan has given to TSU.
I ain't talking about that.
On several occasions. And so right here, if you're going to give and you say to Jackson State, that's a hell of a PR move. Because no Black HBCU football team is getting more coverage. It's going to get more coverage from last year to this year than Jackson State.
Deion, thank you, Michelle. I should have put that out. Deion Sanders, 5 months ago, in his press conference, he said that I called on all of my friends around the league. He said, Mike Strahan, this 5 months ago, go back and get this. Mike Strahan has promised to make my guys some suits. This is 5 to 6 months ago. So you saying it's for publicity, but Deion reached out.
I didn't say it was for publicity. I say that's a smart move.
But let me help you out. Terrell Owens on the sideline. I'm going back to what Chris's question was. Having a big name on one of these HBCUs. Terrell Owens just said, "Hey, I'm coming to support Dion." Other players.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you this. If I'm a HBCU, think about again. I don't know. I'm not saying I have the numbers in front of me, but if you guys read that article that came out maybe a few weeks ago on ESPN about the lack of active African American coaches at the highest level, here's the other thing.
Okay.
A lot of these black coaches, a lot of these players don't get opportunities. If I'm HBCUs, you want to level the playing field, start hiring them dudes, let them bring all their homeboys around and watch it happen. Watch the influence still start. That's what they're afraid of with Penny Hardaway. He brings Rasheed Wallace. Next thing you know, Rasheed Wallace, I mean, I'm just telling you, it's going to keep happening and happening. And now all of a sudden they're surrounding these dudes with all these NFL stars. Why can't you say as a kid, come play here, you learn from the best? It may start a movement. I'm not saying it will, because that's just, Alabama football is hard to beat on a recruit. It's just super hard to beat them. I'm not saying Jackson State going to start beating Texas. By the way, just speaking of University of Texas, they had one of their alums make all the suits for their players. I don't know if you saw that. And then I saw Sarkisian's wife. I was like, what?
Oh, he got money. Money can get you one. Money can get you one of them.
Did you see his wife?
Yeah, have I seen her?
What she look like? I'll send you the picture. I was like, hold on, Steve. I didn't know that. The first lady is a Texas football? Okay.
Go tell it, but go say it, Chris.
No, let him Google it. Let Curran Roach do it because he knows everything else about Texas. I'm just saying. I was like, what the heck?
She's a little, she got a tan.
It's your danger.
Jimmy, in case you were wondering, she got a tan.
Sarkisian got some points. Look at that. One Yates don't even know. Look at that. Steve Sarkisian got some points. Look at that. I was like, okay.
He can come to your film. No, excuse me. He can come to your cookout, Jimmy. Jimmy, you can come. He bring little mama with
be all right.
Yeah, he gonna be all right.
I was like, whoa.
But she didn't stop him from being drunk. She didn't stop him from being drunk at that reception.
No, she didn't stop that. Caught me off guard. I was just scrolling through some stuff. I'm like, what? I didn't know that. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. But my point is, man, that can kind of change things. Get some of these athletes back that don't get these conventional opportunities that these organizations won't allow them to have. So I'm on HCU. You might not have facilities. You might not have the money. A lot of these guys got money. They don't need a whole lot of money. They're not like got some of these other guys that need to make X number of dollars to coach at the highest level. Some of these guys, I don't use the word pay cut, but they can build these programs up. I'm telling you. Hey, you see what happened? Like 6 or 7 FBS schools beat schools, right? On the other side of the coin. And what's going to happen is, as this starts happening over and over again, it could end up like the basketball piece where they won't play Jackson State. Now, it's going to take a while because somebody was with me the other day, be like, man, the players in the SWAC just look smaller. I was like, how can you tell watching TV? They just look smaller. I said, well, I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell. But sooner or later, it's going to change. Think about who's the guy at Arizona State? Herm? What is Herm? I forget his last name.
Herm Edwards.
Herm Edwards. And look at the guys. I'm just telling you, you got a whole lot. Hatter made a great point. Hatter says that the NFL has made more black millionaires than anything that's happened on this earth. So you know what that means? We got a whole lot of millionaires that may not need the money, and that can come coach at HBCUs and get the opportunities with the 49ers. Don't get the opportunities with the University of Wisconsin. Then why don't we sprinkle them in the HBCU system? Why not?
And Chris, until recent history, most of the guys in the NFL came from HBCUs. And to this recent, a lot of if you go back in history, a lot of the guys come from in the NFL and made it and did well in the NFL were from HBCUs. Even Lloyd Wells, Jimmy was a pipeline to them. The Otis Taylors of the world. So, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I think Jimmy just didn't look at it like that. He just wanted to talk about Johnny Cole. No, we talking this bigger than Johnny Cole. This bigger than Johnny Cole. This bigger than Nino Brown, Jimmy. Can TSU attract somebody that has a heart for like Dion
But you still gonna need facilities, man. You need facilities. You
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson. I mean,
Jackson got a great
got-
facility.
You
Great
need
facility.
facilities, man. Guess what? Guess what? Okay, go over to U of H. What happened when they got facility? When they got facility,
They
what
was
happened?
winning before they had those facilities.
The co-
Andre, where was this? Heisman
They
Trophy
were
winner,
not
Jimmy?
getting to the dance. That was the threshold just to get to the
Jimmy,
dance.
Jimmy, we had a
I'm talking
Heisman
about
Trophy.
basketball. I'm talking about the
Jimmy.
basketball. I'm talking about the facility. I'm talking about the basketball.
Hey, Jimmy.
What happened when they got a facility?
No, Jimmy, we had a Heisman Trophy winner at Robinson Stadium.
Let me rephrase this since you didn't understand my context. I was talking about U of H basketball. That's what I'm thinking about. I said, what happened when they got a facility? When you get facility, things change. When you get locker rooms redone, stuff change. These young men that come on campus during this, you have the official visits. Think about it. TSU has to take them off campus to enjoy the official visit at the football game. They have to take them off campus. It's 95 degrees outside. You're gonna be out. Understand? So that means you got to get up, go over here.
Prairie View got great facilities, right?
When they got facilities
Hold on.
at Prairie View, remember when they lost 60, 70 straight games, whatever it was, the record, they didn't have this stadium.
But I'm just saying, are they perennial? They the best in the SWAC all the time?
No. Alcorn has.
Have you seen that piece of shit? Excuse me, that piece of stuff Alcorn got down there
on campus.
It's right. Yeah, it's on campus. It's on campus. But Jimmy, it's a piece. Jimmy, I've been there.
Yes. Guess what? But it's theirs. And guess what? All of Norman, Mississippi, gonna turn up when it's gonna turn up and turn out for that.
Jimmy,
and guess what? Speaking of Alcorn, hold on. Give you a thing. Speaking of Alcorn, they've ran in the past few years, the past decade, for the most part. They've ran the SWAC in football. They've owned the SWAC in football. In football, but at the same time, their basketball team at Alcorn, they've only had. You know how many winning seasons they've had in the past 20 years? 2. In the past 20 years, I'm talking about for football. I'm talking about for basketball, it is. Alcorn basketball has only had 2 winning seasons in the past 20 years. But their football program, that's King Dingaling.
Yeah. King Elamine. King Elamine.
King Elamine. I'm just saying, so my point was when you was talking about TSU, similar, reverse that for TSU in nowadays in the past decade for basketball.
Jim,
they're at the top of the SWAC in basketball, but their football is the adverse of Alcorn.
Hey, Chris, we landlocked, Chris. But Chris, let's take that little old stadium they got over there, right? That little whatever y'all got over there.
The Durley complex.
Yeah, let's just build something around it, man. Let's move some. Let's just shuffle some
No,
stuff.
No, Howard. You see at TSU, they got all those power lines, that energy thing. That's the base right there. They would have to. It would take a total.
So you just saying they ain't gonna never win. They ain't gonna never win in football.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
No, remember though, they had plans in place, and when the mayor changed over, it was a movement going on to try to raise the money to go and add the seats and just make that up. But I don't know what they ran into a couple of hiccups, and that thing dissolved off the plate. Because you know what has to happen at the same time? You got to win a little bit. You win a little bit, and people, you know, you got to win. Remember, TSU had homecoming on campus for the first time in years last year. Remember that, Alan? They had homecoming on campus and lost.
Jimmy, how many alums are in the city of Houston?
I mean, what?
TSU alums that live in Houston.
Oh, there's countless. There's thousands.
So you're telling me they have countless people that went to that university, and when countless people that should have had some influence in that city too, right? There's a whole lot of black people from TSU got a lot of money, got a lot of influence in the city of Houston. You telling me that those people can't put it together to make this happen? I disagree.
Well, Chris, you have to understand something. You have to look back when you're talking and speaking of this. It's like this. Okay, let's say, for example, I'm soliciting money from you. right? And my company is soliciting money from you. But just last year, I had allegations of misappropriation of funds. Then the couple of years before then, I had another allegation over the CEO of some other misallegation, and that person have found they had golden toilet seats in their bathroom, giving for example of among other things that were bought with the funds that was deemed for the university. So my point is, a lot of people have been reluctant to open their pocketbooks that may have been in position to actually move the needle on, as far as giving to TSU, because they have not been assured that, this money ain't gonna be misappropriated, or this money gonna go into the right earmark to the right place.
But that's an excuse. I'm not saying that didn't happen, or that's an excuse. They can put together all type of organizations, or they can put some stuff in place where that doesn't happen and exclude the president from making certain decisions. That they can get around that. That's an excuse. It doesn't make sense that TSU all on the power, right? And that city, to me, could be a situation anything in football wise. I don't even know the coach, but I tell you this, Jim. You can say stadium, no stadium. But if they get some high-level dude that played in the Hall of Fame to come back there and be the coach, there's going to be some mamas and some daddies that say, I want my son to go play for him. I don't care what the stadium look like. I want my son to play for him. Now, think about this, Jimmy.
And I can agree.
Hold up.
I can agree to that, but at the same time, he going to go and extend it. You got to keep winning in order to keep winning, unless you're winning immediately. And it's hard to do in football.
But you just
it's hard to do it immediately.
But you just, first of all, you can do it with transfers because you're in the city of Houston. Second of all, you just said it.
And you got to keep doing it. In order to keep doing it, if you're not winning, the fizz falls off a little bit. Some people don't even care where you're playing at. It don't even matter. They'll come where you're going. You can play at McGregor Park. They don't care. They'll come. But if you're not winning immediately, then you got to lure those other recruits in the same fashion. Then it's going to go.
No one's going to disagree with you got to win. My only point is, and I don't know, give me a player that you think a dude, let's say if all of a sudden Richard Sherman say he wants to coach TSU. You don't think kids be like, man, I go play with Richard Sherman. I know how that shit, man. I'm just like, there'll be kids like, yo, I'm going to play with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman make it look cool, make it look sexy to go at TSU. There's going to be some kids that be like, oh, I got the better one for you. Charles Woodson says, I'm going to go coach TSU. You don't think kids are going to come play for him? And you don't think that's going to get the alumni hyped up to be like, I'm going to get some money to Charles. We're going to figure out a way to get this done. They ain't going to do that. I'm not saying it's going to work, but they're going to have a better chance of doing it than what they're doing now. Believe me on that. Believe me on that, Jimmy. That's the truth.
Half the people on this feed don't know.
When John Lucas started making his resurrection, right? What did all them old mammy and pappy say? I'm sending my son to who? John Lucas. Am I lying, Jimmy? Am I lying?
You preaching, bro. You preaching.
I'm sending my son to John Lucas. They ain't talking about all the other stuff going on. I'm sending my
son
but
if you're not winning, then the other stuff is going to seep back into the equation. That's the thing. If you're not winning, the other stuff is going to creep back.
I agree, but if you get Charles Woodson, and Charles Woodson bring Ty Law, and Ty Law bring in this dude and that dude, and they got all them dudes. You telling me his parents around in Houston, they're gonna be like, or Dallas gonna be like, I ain't sending my son there.
Hold up. Have Tom Brady come down in the summer to work with him in the summer.
You think kids ain't gonna do that, Jimmy? Come on, Jimmy. You think
good
kids
point. It's a good point.
They're gonna do that, Jimmy.
Good point.
Especially them last chance you type of kids. When they know that this their last spot, and they just say, man, screw that, man. I'm gonna go. Because think about it. If you talk, and I know they're doing this in basketball. Actually, they may be doing this in, Jimmy, you might be knowing about this because I heard at the Nike thing, HBCU All-Star game, right? Think about
Michael B. Jordan gonna do it.
Think about this. You think if all them NBA dudes there, that they're gonna have a problem having pro days? Hey man, I need all y'all to come down and watch X, Y, and Z. I see something comes. They gonna have all of this. Them bringing their buddies down. Yeah. Kids gonna get a chance because if I'm a kid, I'm like, okay, I can go over here. I can deal with this at University of Wisconsin, or I can go play for Charles Woodson, and then guess what? I might have a better chance.
Hey, Herman Scott, I don't know.
I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true.
Hey, I don't know. Herman Scott, how you doing, man? Welcome to because I've never seen your name. But boy, I would, if I was TSU coach, I'd be over there at North Shore and Katy with a catcher's mitt on all of them dudes who ain't trying it. Who get? I'll be waiting there with a catcher's mitt, man. North Shore gonna always have some dudes, and not just the dudes we always talk about all the time. That's a good point, man. I mean, I just don't understand. I wonder how many North Shore kids are on that not that payroll. I'm sorry, Lord. On that roster. I'm sorry.
But Jimmy,
you're winning in the SWAC with transfers. You're not winning in the SWAC with no 19-year-olds. You're winning.
But in football, you can develop, Jimmy. You can develop them in football over the years.
But guess what? Guess what? Once again,
they losing anyway, Jimmy.
If my football stadium is better than your college stadium, I'm not really trying to go to you first. I'm trying to go and live out that dream in my mind about going to college.
Explain to me what you just said. To the players. No. I'm gonna ask you. Help me out. I've been to that stadium. That stadium might not have the luxury boxes and all of that kind of stuff that the players don't get a chance to benefit from anyway. But that field and that locker room, that ain't all they got to do is do certain things to that place. Jimmy, that's not a bad place to play football. They ain't gonna fill that damn place up. They got to fill that place up first. Be talking about getting a damn stadium.
What place you talking about?
I'm talking about the soccer stadium.
That ain't their stadium. That's their home field.
I didn't say it was their stadium. I'm saying you worried about a stadium so damn much. Let's just
let me tell you something.
To a football player, Jimmy, all they need
to these kids, and I will quote you something from the University of Houston basketball coaching staff.
Forget the University of Houston. I'm talking about football.
No. They had a new stadium. But when they got that Jordan brand deal, it made some kids go a whole different type of goofy when they came on those visits and want to come on those visits, because now it meant it has a different allure to it. So for some of these kids to think that little bitty things that we consider goofy don't matter to them, it does.
So Jimmy, Charles Woodson, I guarantee you could get a Jordan deal. So you telling them if they get Jordan football at TSU, kids gonna come?
So Chris, are you talking? I'm saying what you're doing is you're giving a wish list. Is Charles Woodson interested in TSU? Would he coach TSU? They can't afford. What would he be able to do it? Be willing to do it for?
You think?
Why did Deion do it? Why did Deion do it?
What Charles Woodson?
Why did Eddie George do it?
Once again, would Charles Woodson be interested in TSU?
He was just using Charles' name as a name.
So let's talk reality, because right now that ain't reality.
We didn't. What Deion wasn't reality a few years ago.
No.
Hell no.
Deion starts. You start sending subliminal messages out about HBCUs, just like Chris Paul is doing. You wouldn't be surprised when Chris Paul stopped playing basketball. And he probably go on the sideline. You can see it a mile away. Chris Paul will go and coach at Winston-Salem.
No, he's gonna try to coach Clippers first, Jimmy. Deion Sanders.
I say after the NBA coaching career, he's gonna go on over there. You can see it coming a mile away.
Here's the thing: Deion never had an NFL coach career. He wanted the Florida State job, and they wouldn't give it to him.
They needed more. So this job gives him the credit that he needs. So you need the pre coaching experience as a head coach. That's that.
You mean the one?
Where's he been a coach at?
You mean the one that Steve Nash got? That pre, or Steve Kerr got that pre?
Hold on. What color is Steve Nash?
Hold up, man. Come on, man.
So now you don't ignore white privilege.
We're talking about one of the best football players ever, and he was a commentator. So we know he knows football. So why wouldn't he get the job? Right? That's all I'm saying.
Chris, you and everybody in the loop heard stories about Deion Sanders and what happened with Florida State. And that was people that was pushing against it. There were people, everybody wasn't gung-ho for him to come back and get that job.
What happened at Florida? Okay, Steve Sarkisian, look what he did.
What did he do? What did he do at Florida State?
It became hold up, and he was a kid All he did was go play baseball. All he did was go play
What did he do in
football.
Florida
He
State?
one of the best athletes ever.
The powers.
Everybody didn't endorse him. If they had endorsed Deion, he would have got the job.
That don't mean he
Deion wanted
did
that
nothing
job.
wrong. That don't mean he did nothing
So I
wrong.
mean, I didn't say he did nothing wrong. I say the people they were not embracing him as a head coach of Florida State Seminoles. Now, guess what? I don't know. Maybe since Bobby Bowden has passed away in the last couple of weeks, then guess what? Now that may, I don't know. That may have been, I don't know.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Again, because you can surround them. They can say, well, Obama, he just got to the Senate, they're to be president. He could put people around him. Okay. You're telling me, and I don't want to chop up the dude at Memphis because they almost beat Notre Dame the other day, whatever. You telling me that you would rather have that dude that's at Florida State right now, who nobody knows,
Then Deion
instead
Sanders.
of Deion Sanders, when you got Nick Saban sitting there in Alabama, and you got that dude at Ohio State, and you got that dude over there at Texas, all them dudes in Georgia, Kirby Smart, Georgia, you wouldn't want Deion Sanders at Florida State? Because Florida State ain't what it used to be.
Hey, I would like for, hold up, Chris. I would like for Shannon to clarify what he's talking about.
I understand
He
that.
didn't have his degree yet. Well, how in the hell is he coaching at at Jackson State? You got to have a degree to coach at Jackson State also, Shannon. I got to stop this echo. Keep going. Keep talking. Shannon said, let me put it on the screen so people can know what the hell I'm talking about. Shannon put up there, Shannon Home. Hold on. Okay.
Say he didn't have his college degree?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. You got to show me that one because he got this job just a year or two after. So he went to school. No, he couldn't even apply for the job if he didn't have his degree.
How about this? I don't know if that's the case or not, right? But let me tell you something. In the world of the NBA today, okay, most of these dudes don't even go to college.
Okay.
Right or wrong, Jimmy? Back in the day, you telling me you wouldn't want Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, to be the coach of your school when he never had to go to college, and you go say he don't have a college degree?
Yeah.
You're not gonna let LeBron.
That's the rule.
School when they go to school for 1 year and they out. They don't go to school anymore. I don't get that. The times are different now. Now Deion could have, again,
he got his degree.
It's a way to exclude people too, because I remember Jason Kidd was up for the Cal job.
Oh yeah,
that's one of the things they used against Jay Kidd.
Hey, wait a minute, when they gave y'all papers, when they was kicking you out the door, they was talking about Jason Kidd.
But here's the thing about a place like Cal Berkeley. If you don't take certain classes, you have to go live there to it's almost impossible. It's baked in the goods. It's hard for them kids to go back to graduate because they don't let you take satellite classes anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a small example. I'm just saying, like, are you trying to win football games? Because if we're going to make education the center of it, then let's make education the center of it. They really want to make it the center of it. My thing is, it's a multi-complex situation, man. The bottom line, it's a multi-complex situation. If Florida State wanted to hire Deion Sanders, they'd have said, Deion, here's the stipulation. You have to do this because Jimmy already knows, and I don't want to bring his name up.
Yeah, we know.
The assistant basketball coach that had that same situation, and look how it's turned out for them. Come on, man.
But the assistant is different from the head coach.
They can do it if they want to do it. They can do it if they want to do it, Hatter. They can.
Okay.
We just talked this morning. They said a Supreme Court justice is supposed to take this long to put somebody in it. What did Mitch McConnell do?
No. They didn't say no. That wasn't no rule. They just said usually it's a courtesy when the outgoing administration like they did Obama, they don't. The Senate don't come and convene.
And what did they do?
They did it anyway.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, if Florida State really wanted Deion Sanders, they would have said, Deion,
Chris,
make sure you get this done by then.
Chris, I got something for you. Chris, did you know that you don't have to be a lawyer or a judge or any profession to be on the Supreme Court? Did you know that?
Oh, wow.
Google that, y'all.
One of the females just got on there a year and a half ago, and she was not not deemed a judge and got put.
She
in
was
the
a lawyer,
Supreme
though.
Court.
She was a lawyer. I'm talking
I
about.
said she wasn't a judge.
No,
you know,
but I'm
got in.
telling you, Jimmy, you don't have to be a lawyer. Jimmy, you can be an insurance man. But in history, none of, go look it up. I know y'all looking it up. Y'all click it, baby. But throughout history, most of them who have been on the Supreme Court are judges and lawyers. So it just worked out that way. But in the Constitution, it does not stipulate that you have to be one of those. I'm just giving y'all a fun fact today. That's all. Go Google it. Yeah, shout out to Cam Amarie,
Well,
Jimmy.
let your boy Five, man. Tell Five, man. Five, there you go with that message.
What did he say? Basketball and football is two different. Well, let
No,
Five
look
talk,
at-
man. Leave Five alone.
Man, Five can't
Five
let
was at the
done
game.
talk with
Five was at the game this weekend.
All I got to say is something to Five about LeBron James. Listen, I was out this weekend. This is the first time ever. I was out this weekend at a bar. The first time ever somebody ever agreed with me that LeBron James is better than Jordan. It was the best thing in the world, boy. I couldn't believe it, Hatter. I loved it. And then we got into another fight. I don't want the chop shop, the boom boom room to jump on me. I'm going to address it to Jimmy Hicks, and then I'm going to tell you what happened after that, right? I said, who has more hits, Michael Jackson or Drake? And I'm going to shut off the phone. I couldn't believe it, Jimmy. I couldn't believe it. People got mad at me. They want to throw me out the spot until they went to the internet. Ding, 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 ding.
What the hell you mean by hits?
Ding, 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 ding.
That's subjective. What you mean by hits?
Till they went to the Google. It was over.
What's the Google?
Come on, man.
What did Google
What do you
say?
think? You think I'm over? Who the loser?
I mean, but you're trying to make. Well, why you mention it then?
I just, you know who the loser is if I'm talking about it. Come on. I'm just saying it's something. I was just saying we got into a little fracas and everybody got mad at me. You know what I'm saying?
You got
Come
some
on, man.
sick people that get mad at you about that.
No,
Because
man, you got,
they
you got
young,
some-
man. They young. They
Man,
breath smell like
I-
Similac.
You see Jimmy ain't said a word. You see Jimmy ain't said a word over there. I addressed it to him. He's still quiet.
Jim, evidently it don't hit to him.
The
I don't know why you. How the hell you bring that up?
No.
What the hell we was talking about? You brought that up.
That's what I'm thinking. In my head, I'm like, what the hell they got to do? with
What the
we
hell
talking
they
about?
got to do with the Drake? And, I didn't just hold up. If you know what? Hold on.
Well,
No,
first
no.
of all, Chris, understand something. The way that they measure nowadays, it's a different measuring stick that is being used. So Michael Jackson did not have the online measuring stick that a Drake has. He did not have that for the vast majority of his life producing records. So obviously, that's like saying that's like comparing the salaries of an NBA player right now versus the salaries of NBA players back in the day.
Hey, Jimmy, I got something for Chris.
The salary's not going to be comparable.
No, I got something for Chris. Chris, what do you mean by hit, Jim? Chris, what do you mean by hit? I asked you that question and you didn't say a damn word.
Top 10 Billboard, #1 hits all time.
Bill, they don't even do that no more. Billboard's not even.
They do.
Yes, they do. Who on the top 10? Who on the top 10 of Billboard? Who in the top 10 of Billboard?
Beatles.
I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right now.
Mariah
No. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow music like that.
Jimmy, what's the next subject, man? Let's go, man.
I just say I was just having a debate about it. I don't follow music like
Man,
that.
I ain't gonna talk about that. Jimmy, what about our young kids are committing today? We got Cam Amarie.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen, you get mad. There you go with that mess again, Hannah. Y'all tripping. But listen, tell everybody to get their fingers out. And then you know what they're gonna say? They get them fingers out. Oh, Chris was right. Oh my God. Dang,
You didn't say nothing, Chris. You had to say it.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Go on, Jimmy. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Chris, ain't nobody say you wasn't right. You just said Michael Jordan and Drake and left it
I didn't say
alone.
Michael Jordan. I said Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson and Drake, who got the most hits.
So I got my boy. I'm talking to my boy. I said, who's better, LeBron or? He says, well, LeBron's the best talent of all time, but Michael Jordan is the best winner in his era. Well, who's the best one? But you got to choose one. I get you. Who's the best one?
This man that came out with a new album last week, Jimmy, called Certified Lover Boy, who my son.
Oh, I thought you didn't know nothing.
Hold up, I got a millennial son. I can show you his damn texts, and I check the shit out of him. He texts me. I wish I could read it verbatim, y'all. Dad, you heard that new Drake? I said, hell no. You know I don't listen to that mess. I take it back. Dad, you're missing out. I said, son, let me tell you something. I went to one one Drake concert in my life to take your little ass. And I said, I ain't never been back again. Don't you text my phone talking about no damn Drake no more. Daddy, you missing out.
Adam.
Daddy, you missing out. I never forget. I got the pictures, y'all. Drake was freaking terrible. He came to Houston. I forgot the name of the album. He looked like he was in a jungle, and he was just walking around the stage. No movement, no. I said, dude, if you ever. But I love you because you're my son. But son.
He was trying to help you, Adam.
He ain't trying to help me. Hey, if I'm in the forest, when I'm in the forest and I'm fighting the bear, help the bear. I don't need no damn help. Huh?
Adam, don't nobody want to go see Confunction. Okay, that's the kind of stuff you want to go see.
Confunctionizer. Yeah. Jimmy, give me some. Jimmy, give me some.
Jimmy just want to go see Frankie Beverly. That's all Jimmy cares
about. I'm just watching the conversation, before we get into some of the amateur basketball.
Here we go.
And acknowledge them. And I have coming up for you guys the long-awaited schedule for the season opener. And that stuff is going to be a dandy coming up in about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I want to address Bob and Thaddeus Moody. When I say power, I'm going to tell you, understand something. TSU baseball, I mentioned on the feed. TSU is a basketball in the SWAC. Yes, Southern has won the SWAC the last 3 years. I'm talking about the entire body of work. Here's what I'm gonna give you a fact. Since TSU started baseball back in the 70s, all the way to right now, TSU baseball has never had a losing season. That's going over 30 years. Never had one single losing season in baseball. That means they just won the SWAC championship. Last time I think we won was back in 2015. And I think we had just started the chop shop because I remember during that year, I went and saw them play at Texas A&M in the regional. I think TSU, when they went and played, and if I'm not mistaken, that was back 15, might have been 2015 off the top of my head. But that's a hell of an accomplishment. That program might not be the pinnacle right now, but it is a power in the SWAC. TSU baseball, they win, place a show pretty much every year. Once again, over 30 years, well, that's 40 years almost. Almost 40 years, not a single losing season. You guys go look that up. And in regards to that, now, I want to get that out the way. And
maybe they could build y'all a stadium, the baseball stadium then.
No.
And
think about it. No.
All that winning. All that winning shit. They did that. That's 30 years.
And that's without an on-campus facility. That's playing at a park.
Well, that's telling me you don't need none. That's telling me you don't need it then.
No, but baseball, understand how baseball is a little bit different than the football when it comes to on-campus stuff. Baseball is a little bit different because first of all, baseball doesn't normally attract crowds in thousands to watch a baseball game. Yes, at some schools in Power Fives, they do. Your LSUs and your Texases and your A&Ms, yeah, they do. But I'm talking about in the HBCUs, don't attract crowds like that.
Okay, good. Okay.
So that's the thing on that. But yes, just imagine if TSU had a field on campus. And they're doing what they're doing without one on campus.
Man, baseball's stealing money. Baseball, one of them damn sports that be usurping money from the other people. They stealing money around there. But what else we got today, man? Baseball be stealing money.
And let's let it be known. So people understand something. Doug Jones, if you notice me, I love making the TSU and Prairie View bet with you, knowing that TSU is going to get their ass whipped every year. But I love doing so to keep you happy and to keep the spirit of the rivalry good between us. That's what I do. I don't ask for no points. Well, maybe one year I did. But for the most part, don't have no point. Bet.
But Jimmy,
Now,
you a
at the
sore
same
loser
time,
though,
that's-
Jimmy.
No.
You
no,
quit on me.
no,
You
no.
done quit on me for 3-4 years. When I've been beating you so
No,
bad in
that-
football, you always quitting. You
Alan,
ain't quit.
Alan, that was when a year. That was 1 year. I won the year before.
It don't
The hell
take but
you
1
mean?
year.
We're 1-1 in the last
hold
2
up.
years.
If you
So
get-
you thinking
hold
in
up, hold
your
up, hold
mind,
up.
you thinking you're
Hold up.
I was mathematically
Hold up.
eliminated
Jimmy,
from winning.
Jimmy, if
That's
you're
what I'm saying
shoplifting,
on that
if you're
last year
shoplifting and
in the
get caught,
football.
your ass is a shoplifter for the rest of your life. If you shoplifting
So
and get caught,
so hold on. So that's the case, shoplifter. What was you the year before?
a winner.
When you
I
lost.
won every year.
How you lost?
I
the
say
year
you a
before to
quitter.
me.
I ain't never quit. You a quitter. I just said you're quitting on Doug. You quit. You gonna
No,
Doug?
I
Be
didn't
quiet,
I didn't
Doug.
quit on Doug. What do you mean?
Doug,
I didn't quit on Doug.
I'm telling
What do you
Doug, you're
mean?
gonna quit. Doug, just be quiet.
What on a quit? What do you mean gonna quit?
You
I'm
gonna-
betting every year. That's a lifetime bet.
But next year you might change your mind, Doug. I'm tired of getting
No,
my
I'm
ass
not.
whooped.
That's listen. Do you understand? A lifetime bet. That's a lifetime bet. But the bet with Doug is he had to also give it back and return the bet in basketball, which we do every year. We bet in football and we bet in basketball. That means somebody's
can't
going to
stand
win
them
more.
type of bet.
Can't nobody break even on that because it's 2 times you're playing basketball, 1 time you're playing football. So that's the ticket on that. So that's the thing. It's the spirit of it. Now, guess what? On the spirit of it, bet. Remember last year and the year before when I tried to get you to bet Memphis against U of H? You didn't want to bet. In the spirit of your
bet.
school.
Guess what
You
I
didn't wanna
always bet? Guess when I bet? You ain't got no school involved. You don't have no skin in the game, so you can't bet that bet. But you know what I bet? I bet.
got the University of Houston.
Hey, I bet on the golf course. Come out there and I'm gonna bet you, because that's my skills against your skill. I'm not finna bet you some little 19-year-old boy. Hold up. No. I'm not finna bet you some little 17-year-old boy that used to play for 18-year-old boy used to play for Chris Walker, throw a damn shot up from half court and hit it on Memphis. I'm not betting that. But on that golf course, mano a mano, I will bet you. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tremont Marks, that's who kept us out. So guess what? I'm not betting that. No. Not doing that. I bet TSU. If Memphis played TSU, I bet you $100 to a bucket of shit every time. How about that?
So you a bet. So I mean, you just say you don't bet. You only bet golf, but you a butt. You put the butt in there.
My
but
school.
You bet they play TSU.
My school against your school. How about that? Yeah.
So now that means you will bet. That means you will bet on your school.
Yeah.
You just don't want to. You
As
just
the
will not
fact,
bet on your
hey, Chris, as the facts
Will the
change,
game be at TSU? Will the game be at TSU?
it can be.
Huh?
It can be in Third Ward.
I take a bet on that.
I take it.
I take some action on that.
You ain't gonna do
Memphis
nothing.
play at TSU.
Hey, let him play
take some action
Villanova.
on that.
Hey, I take action with Villanova too.
No. Slow down, son. Slow down. Calm down. But because TSU gonna have about 75, 35-year-old dudes. I don't know. I take
Both of
my
y'all
action
go
on
pick up
TSU.
some golf clubs and meet me meet me
that's
at Carlton
different.
Woods.
No, that's different.
Hey,
That's
and meet me at Carlton Woods. That's all I got to say. What else, Jim? Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else.
This man said golf. I've never played golf in my
Hey,
life, and
hey,
I don't do
and
not
that's
ever
your
look
fault.
forward to doing so.
Hey,
That's not my fault.
the greatest game ever played.
But that's what I'm saying. Golf
Hey,
is used.
Jim.
Golf is used for certain people to make deals.
Jimmy, I ain't-
Them same deals
Jim.
that I'm concerned about. Listen, I explained to you before.
Jim,
let me
Jim,
refresh
Jim,
your
Jim,
sharpen
Jim,
your pencil.
Jim, I got a
Those
question.
same
Don't stop
type of
my
deals.
Jim, they got a movie out.
Listen,
They
I'm
they-
looking. My deals is made in the bar. My deals is made at happy hour.
I ain't making no
The same
deals on the
type
golf
of-
course. Because they
No,
leave that,
no, no.
they
Look
leave
at
that mad at me.
hold on,
I don't make no deals. They leave that mad because they got to pay when I play. I don't make no damn deals. I don't use it as a tool to make deals. I use it as a tool to tie your ass up. That's what I use it as. That's what I use. Jimmy, the game's so great they name a movie. The name of the movie, The Greatest Game Ever Played. That's why I love it. I love the game. That's all. It ain't. Hey, I'm learning how to play golf so I can. I ain't never made a damn deal on the golf course ever in life, ever. So
You ain't that good. Shut up. You ain't that good.
I done got a whole lot better, Chris. All I can tell you, that pandemic.
So you might be ready.
Hey.
You might be ready for old Willie Porter to come out of retirement now.
Hey.
You ready for Willie Porter?
I don't know who the hell
Are
Willie
you ready
Porter
for
is. But all
You
I'm
know
telling
Willie
you,
Porter is.
I don't know who Willie Porter is. I don't know who Willie Porter is. No.
Willie Porter is one of the in Houston back in the day.
I don't know who he is. I know who Tiger Woods is. I know who Charlie Sifford is. I know. Hold on. I know who Calvin Pete is. I know who John Shipman is. Okay. I just don't know who Willie Porter is.
You're not going to gamble none of those names you just said. You ain't going to gamble them. I'm telling you, a guy that ain't make the PGA Tour, that live in Houston, that's black. That I'm asking you, will you gamble him?
If Harold Varner give me the right number, hold up, strokes, I'll play his bad ass too. Coach Jimmy,
okay.
Hold up. Let me tell y'all something. Let me help y'all out about golf, because you ain't got a clue about it. Golf is a game. Hold up. Golf is a game. Hold up. I don't know no damn Willie Porter. I don't know who that is.
He's not a pro.
I don't know who he is. Why the hell you bring it up? Hold up. Excuse me.
He was a caddy for many years.
Jimmy.
Many years in the Chitlin Circuit.
I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about no other dude. I'm talking about how bad I am. Listen to me.
You're talking about gambling. You're talking about you say get your golf clubs.
You get your golf clubs. That's all I'm saying if you want to play. Let's talk about something you know how to do.
The reason I'm saying is because it was months ago.
I don't know who Willie Porter is.
So I'm asking you. So if I don't know, would you gamble him in golf?
I don't know who he is.
Okay, so you got to know who he is to gamble.
Hell yeah! Come on.
So So ask around when you go on the circuit.
I ain't got to ask nobody. Ain't nobody. I've been playing this shit for a long time. Ain't nobody ever mentioned Willie Porter to me.
But Willie Porter been playing a little bit longer than you have. So
listen to me. I ain't never heard nobody. Guess what though? But I got a dude coming at 5 o'clock just so he can watch me play. I don't know that no motherfucker Willie Porter, but I got a dude that watched this show say I'm coming at 5 o'clock just to watch you play. So
I'm gonna give you the best. I'm gonna give you the best analogy, the best description of a Willie Porter. I know Willie Porter because Willie Porter dated my first cousin for years when I was a little boy. Willie Porter is in golf in Houston. He's the equivalent to Dwayne Rogers on the golf course. Dwayne Rogers never played professional NBA basketball, but he was one of those guys that would be recognized as, if he played some of those guys, he would kick their ass back in the day. That's Willie Porter back then. I don't know how good he is now, because Willie Porter's about 70 years old. He's about 70, pushing 70 right now.
Can I talk to Chris?
65.
Can I ask Chris a question? Chris.
I'm staying out.
Chris, the unique thing about golf is you can't play no defense on me, Chris. Golf is, you can't play defense on me. If I'm going out there making birdies, your black ass got to make them too. You can't play defense. You can't stop me from playing great in golf. That's the unique thing about it. Ain't no defense. I get on you and you get on me. No, it's a unique game. It's you and your imagination, and you out there playing against old man Parr. That's what you playing against. I'm not playing on damn Willie Porter. I'm going to go out there and throw some birdies on whoever I play against.
But Harold Varner tear your butt up, so stop messing that. Stop messing that.
If Harold Varner, hold on, I'm going to help y'all out. Harold Varner played me, because he got to give me strokes because he's a pro, right?
Oh, whoa.
He's a pro. I'm not a fucking pro.
Oh, well, that's the way you talking.
I'm good, though. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm good. To not practice every day, can go and shoot 70 anytime he want to. You're pretty damn good.
Man, you so
pretty
good.
Damn good.
How many strokes he got? How many strokes he got to get you out of?
Shit. He give me 5 aside. I'll tear his head off. He give me 5. He give me 10 strokes. His ass got trouble. Cause guess what? If I shoot 76, he got to shoot a 66. And it's possible for him to do that but not likely. If that's
Not
the case,
likely.
yeah, it's possible. So that's all. That's all.
He could do it. He could do that Herman Park course for sure. He could shoot
Hey,
about a 50.
hey, all I'm saying is, man, golf is a hard ass game. And if you can shoot in the 70s, most times you go out there, you're pretty good. That's all I say, I'm pretty good. This dude's way better than me. I know some dudes, or Penny Hardaway better than me. Don't go bet your money against him, y'all. He might get mad for me. Don't go out there betting. Because he'll shoot a 69 on you. A 71 or 72. I'm in the high 70s. Yeah. Hey, Fob. I know, Fob, keep on. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Fob is a propaganda.
Hold up. Hey, excuse me. I didn't say this. Somebody else just posted this. I didn't say this. He done seen me in action. But what else, Jimmy? What else we got? I can't help it. I'm good at something.
Jimmy, any kids from Houston signed committed? What's going on in H-Town?
Yeah.
We've had a couple of them that just committed. Charles Chuckwood from Katy Paytow has committed to Tulsa on yesterday. So Frank Haight he's about 6'7". He's built like Shrek, the character in the movie, the fictitious character Shrek. He's a strong rebounder, and guess what? Frank Haight knows this guy here is 3-4 years in that program. He has the potential, if he applies himself, to be all conference easily at Tulsa. Also today, I think Cam Ambery, he made it official for Oral Roberts. So Paul Mills continues his streak of landing an H-Town player in each of his years as a head coach at Oral Roberts. And that program, once again, they have a winning culture again at that university as well. So give a shout out to those young men. Also, Austin Nunez is going to Arizona State. So he'll be headed to Phoenix, Arizona, a pretty good city right now. As far as in the sporting arena, the basketball team, and did their things, the Phoenix Suns this year, as well as the Phoenix Mercury right now. They're on like a 9-game win streak with two women from H-Town in the lineup, and that's Brittany Griner and also Brianna Turner from Manville playing with the Phoenix Mercury. So shout out to them as well. Now, Chris, without further ado, as we creeping down the pipes, I want to give you guys.
Jimmy,
Yes.
Can you stay with the WNBA for 2 seconds? They came out with y'all talk about they had their top 25 players of all time.
Yeah, ain't that what Jimmy was talking about?
I don't know if he's talking about that.
No.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I talked about Phoenix Mercury had Brittany Griner and Brianna Turner was on the roster from H-Town, and they're on a 9-game win streak, something like that, 9 or 10.
No, they got their top 25. They had a
Because of what?
released top 50.
Yeah, because 25 year history.
Yeah.
Right.
So they got their 25. They had like Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, obviously in the Hall of Fame. Who else they had? Does Tina Thompson play for the Comets? Didn't she?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure all the Comets they had on there.
Cheryl Swoops.
Swoops was on there. Cynthia Cooper.
Cynthia, Tina
Thompson.
and you just mentioned her. Who you just mentioned?
No, I was I don't know who the other one. I think that might be only 3 of them.
No. You said
it was at 1 more.
You said
That
Tina.
was really good.
Tina, Cynthia, Cheryl. Damn. Tina, Cynthia, Cheryl.
I can't remember if it was another one, but they had. I mean, it was star studded. Obviously, Lisa Leslie was one of the ones that led that whole thing. But there was a good little list, man. It was interesting. There's some women that can hoop, man. I mean, there was some women that can really play, bro. That can really play.
I just like to talk to any guy who've ever played against Cynthia Cooper, played against her. I want, because I done seen her tear some dude's head clean off the bone in the gym. I want some people who've played against her just to let me know. WNBA. I just want to know. Cynthia Cooper's one of the baddest girls I ever seen.
And
Oh, Becky Hammond was on there, Jimmy. Chris, your girl
Yeah,
Becky.
Hammond.
Yeah.
They got all of them on there. I mean, so it was a good list though. It's interesting. They need to bring the comments back, man.
Oh no, that ship done sailed right now. It would take, first of all, the new owner
The
will have
Rockets
to get on board
The Rockets
to
got
let
to
him in,
do it.
to be able to let him. The new owner, I said, new owner of the Rockets had to be on board to give them to let them come into the place. Remember, that was part of the deal from the previous owner. You remember they had no house, they had nowhere to play, and that was they had to, when they moved from the Summit to the Toyota Center. The Comets had to go and play at the Astro Arena. That's like an arena that was located where it is located right next to the Astrodome.
Yeah.
And
It was the
they had to play their
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
They had to play their games there. That thing seated, I think 2,500. I actually went to like 2 games back then because the Comets at the time, the Comets were hot in the city. They were a ticket for most of the basketball. At the same time, it was rubber meeting the road because society wasn't ready for a lot of the women holding hands in public and hugging in public. It wasn't at a family outings. It wasn't embracing it back then. And so now that's everywhere.
Now they can get married.
Yeah. So that's the thing on that. Yeah. And so, but anyway,
No, Kim Perrott was not Kim Perrott. Somebody keep mentioning Kim Perrott name.
Yeah,
she was not one of the top players, Jimmy. But we had another girl from Houston. I wanted Nneka Guma.
Oh, Nneka Guma.
Yeah,
she's on there.
She's on here too. I just want she's from Houston, so I wanted to make sure.
So we pull a list out and go through it on Women Rock Wednesday, and because I got to get his list out, his schedule out for what is arguably this is one of the hottest tickets in the state during this opening weekend. It's called a season opener. It's a basketball showcase that we've been doing in Houston for about 15 years. It's always been one day, but this year we're expanding to 2 days, and we're about to give you the schedule. So I mean, there'll be 4 games on Friday, November the 12th, 8 games on Saturday, November the 13th.
What's the reason for 2 days now?
Well, so just by demand, and Duncanville reached out and wanted to come and play in the season opener, but they could only play on Friday. That's the reigning state 6A champs. And so if Duncanville wanted to play on Friday, then I had a couple other schools that wanted to get in it, but they just didn't matter when they played because Friday is technically the first day of the UIL high school basketball season. So I simply say, well, if Duncanville want to play on Friday, when I talked to the people at the Campbell Center, my good people over in Aldine ISD, and they approved it for 2. Nothing was going on that Friday. They knew they probably going to have a high school football playoff game probably on campus, but that's next door and enough parking that it's probably not going to affect much of nothing because we've had playoff games take place next door at Thorne Stadium next to the Campbell Center, and it's been, everything been smooth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the schedule with you guys. That's a total of 24 teams that's going to be playing. And this is the screen. And yeah, what I do is we'll go and let's see, let's get you.
Share the show on the way to Papa Do's Happy Hour, everybody, while Jimmy doing that. Share the show. Hey, it's restaurant week. I didn't realize it was restaurant week. I got the little special.
There you go, right there. So okay, if you go, that's on the screen is there's how to get ready to splice it on up. That's rcssports.com. And you guys know that's the website, RCS Sports. You go there and you can even go right here with an arrow. You go click there and watch the Chop Shop every day. A lot of things on there. The VIP news is updated pretty much every day with a lot of good intel to read. What we're doing now in today's VIP news, I've just activated the schedule. As you guys see, a lot of news in there from yesterday as well. And you click on this And here, does that come on the screen, Adam, or no?
Let me see what you got. What you got? You got something else you want on the screen?
No, no,
It's on the screen.
no,
I see it.
no, you don't see the schedule, though.
No, the schedule didn't pop up.
You don't see the schedule. So I guess I have to read this thing off to you. It's coming up as a PDF.
Just read
It's
it up. Oh,
so-
okay.
Yeah, it's coming as a PDF. I thought you guys would be able to see it.
Oh.
So you can, it's, let me see if there's another way to share. Let me look and see.
Okay, try it.
Let me stop.
Let me put. I can't leave Chris out there by himself like that. I got to get him in there.
Yeah.
I got to,
Let me
Look at him.
see.
I got to get him. I got to get Chris on in there.
Oh, I got it, Adam.
Oh, you got,
I got it.
All right, just
Yeah,
put,
I found a way to.
it'll
I found a way to
up.
pop it with it.
Oh,
Here we go.
There you go, y'all. Watch this though.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Here's the schedule for the
I hit the
season
wrong
opener.
button. Hold on. I hit the wrong
And
button.
this is
Okay.
And here you go. Go on in there. Had a beam on in a little bit.
Let me see. Can I? No, I can't size it, Jimmy. Let me see. I can't. Hold up.
You
Yes,
should
I
be.
can.
You should be able to increase it. Yeah, because
Hold
we've
on.
done it before.
Hold up. Let me see, man.
Yeah, hit that thing. Hit that plus.
Hold up. Okay, hold up. I'm looking for it. Okay, there
Don't
you
worry.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
shit. Keep on clicking.
Yeah, we gonna pop Willis on this thing now.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I just go and I plus the
Jimmy, I could have did
Maybe
something
say-
like this now. Hold up. Now I could have did this, Jimmy. Let me show you something. I could have did this. Watch this. Watch this. I could have zoomed it like that.
yeah. That's what I was talking about. There you go.
Okay.
Keep doing that. Do
Okay.
that. There you go. Come on
Okay,
up.
that's it.
There you go.
okay.
Yeah. Come on some more. Come
All
on
right.
some more.
Tomorrow.
Right there.
All right.
Right there.
Okay.
Now here we go. 4:00 on Friday, November 12th, Kingwood and Concordia Lutheran, followed by Aldine Davis at Katy Tompkins. Then you at 7:00, you have Summer Creek at Dallas versus Dallas Faith Family, followed by Shadow Creek and Duncanville. That caps up Friday's day of action. Those are some pretty doggone good games. I really like that Kingwood Concordia Lutheran game, and of course Summer Creek, they lost 2 starters. They came, remember, a buzzer beater from making it to the state tournament this year. They lost to Tascasita. Remember, kid hit the shot but it was deemed to be after the buzzer against a Tascasita in overtime. And Shadow Creek, we just mentioned the young man a while ago, Cam Ambery. He's going to Oral Roberts. They have Sean Jones. They have Cam Woodbury and some more cats over there. They will take on Duncanville and test their mettle against the back-to-back state champions, Duncanville Panthers. On Saturday, Aldine Nimitz at Second Baptist. Katy Paytow versus Pearland Dawson at 11. At 12:30, we got Booker T. Washington and Episcopal. At 2, we got Bel Air and Elkins. At 3:30, we have Goose Creek Memorial and San Antonio Wagner. At 5, we have Cypress Ranch and Beaumont United. That's going to be as well. 6:30, we got Atascocita and Houston Christian. Followed at the nightcap is Crosby and Clear Brook. Man, let me tell you something. We'll talk in depth and on tomorrow or the next days. We'll break down and give you guys, let you know some of these players. And of course, that'll be in the VIP news tomorrow as well. You get some of the top players from each one of those teams. This is by far the best on paper, far as top to bottom field of teams that we've ever fielded for the season opener, which is November the 12th, November the 13th at the Campbell Center. It seats 7,800 people in that facility. That place is going to be rocking. Tickets, we'll have your ticket information. Tickets are going on sale. I think the first Tuesday or Wednesday of October. So you guys, you got time to everybody get it together. We have all that stuff with tickets. We'll have online tickets for you. Well, we have tickets at some of the participating schools that you guys will be able to get and at a discounted rate on campus. We always do that. We're going to continue to give a discounted rate as well. because that's the whole thing. I want to produce a ticket, whereas it is affordable to the high school students. So there you have it.
Can I go through some,
opener.
Tim? I want to look at some stuff. I want to look at some stuff. Kingwood, Courtney Luther. Who the players I need to watch? Just give me a quick play.
And Kingwood
and Courtney Luther. Two
well,
players
Concordia Lutheran got you. I'm gonna name some players that you probably seen play or know.
Okay.
And you have remember Orlando Horton that was at Clear Falls. He transferred.
Oh, I love him. The point guard.
I'm sorry. No. That's Houston Christian. Concordia Lutheran has little Trey Miller. So little Trey Miller.
I heard of him.
Concordia Lutheran, and he leads the way for that program. Of course, they have other players there as well.
Who is it, Kingwood? Just give me one player. Kingwood.
Kingwood. You have Mason Carlos the Bull. Mason the Bull.
Okay.
You have also you have Demi Ariella. Okay, I'm chopping up Demi's last name.
Is those the guy? Hold up, ain't that your school? The coaches they didn't want the kids to come to the Rock on the Wood. Oh, they did. Okay, I got you.
Not all of them, but the ones the coach
couldn't scare off.
No, he did not. He did not restrict them for going. Put it like that. So some of those guys came. From the Kingwood.
Give me Aldine Davis, Katie Tompkins. What
Aldine Davis? Remember now, every year what we do is Aldine Davis, Coach Pack. I don't know which star players. He doesn't have a top-ranked player on that team, but Katie Tompkins does. They have BB Knight.
Oh, that's my man. Okay.
He's going to committed to Louisiana Tech.
That's my man.
Now, that game was already on schedule for them. I just implanted the game and moved it to the Campbell Center because we always, for each day, I wanted to have a host team of Aldine ISD participate.
Gotcha.
So
Smart.
that's what. So
Smart
I gave
move.
him Aldine Davis on that Friday, and Aldine Nimitz will play on that Saturday.
Okay.
So
Summer Creek.
Yeah.
Give me the Summer Creek Dallas Faith family. Summer
well,
Creek
you know
got my
Summer-
hold up. They got my who
you got
they got?
Jalen Johnson.
That's my
you got
man.
Skip Miller,
That's
and
my
Jalene Goodman. That backcourt right there, and they have a 10th grader.
Okay.
They have a what's the sophomore kid name? It's slipping my mind right now. Name start with a C. You guys help me out. Doug can give it to you in the boom boom room. Now, also
Dallas
Faith
What
family. They made it to the state semifinals last year, the state tournament, and this team here, they are loaded again. They lost one player, I think, transferred away, but they returned another. I think. I want to say, is it TJ Caldwell is over there? If I'm not mistaken, at Faith Family. Of course, Shadow Creek, I mentioned them. Duncanville, they need no introduction.
I need no doubt. You don't have to worry about that. I know about that one. They got my dudes over there. You got Aldine Nimitz in Second Baptist. Who Second Baptist got?
Second Baptist has a young fella, Jordan Williams.
Oh, Jordan. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he's the anchor. And guys, if you're watching, of course, one of the viewers of the Chop Shop that was on there commenting earlier, Alex Sestero, his son is transferred over to Second Baptist from
okay.
No. I'm sorry. His son left Second Baptist, and he'll be attending. He's at Houston Christian now. So down we get to Houston Christian. That's where Alex Sestero's son is at, Houston Christian. But Second Baptist, their anchor is Jordan Williams, and Jordan Williams has about 4 or 5 offers on the table, at least Division I. I think one of them is a Power 5, or at least 2. So he's gonna be probably narrowing it down and picking his college very soon.
Give me Katie. Katie got the guy who just signed. The guy who
Charles,
just
the Chuck Wagon.
committed.
I call him a Chuck Wagon.
Okay.
Chuck Wood. And Pearland Dawson.
What Dawson got? That I might know.
Dawson has. Remember we talked in Rock on Wood last week, Hatter, and we talked about Hayden Windsor with this white kid. We had him in the videos, and he was one of the top performers from Rock on Wood.
Yeah,
he's at Dawson. Ricky Davis' son, Tyree, is at Dawson.
That's good.
Dawson. That front court battle is going to be epic at that game.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
Give me Washington. This Booker T. Washington, right?
Oh man,
they got all them little dudes you've been talking about.
Well, Booker T. Washington, they understand. They have a sophomore and a junior that's anchoring their teams. The junior is Kenneth Lewis.
Okay.
He's about 6'5" or so. And the young fella is what's the young fella name, man? From Chris McDermott. Played with Chris
I saw
McDermott.
that name. I saw that McDermott name. Yes.
So
yeah.
that's their dynamic duo
Okay.
over
At Washington.
Booker T. Washington.
Because you remember I said I
mean,
thought McDermott was a white kid. And you said, that's my guy. I can't wait to see him.
and I told you, I say he went to Key Middle School.
Yeah,
And I said, you're going to figure it out. He went to Key.
Hey, but no, what about Episcopal? What they got? I think they got
Episcopal got a couple of transfers in.
Okay.
That's usually one of them being the big kid that started at Summer Creek, Jaquil. And I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'll chop it up for y'all.
Don't worry about it.
Or Registi. And he transferred over. You have Christian Begg's son.
Oh
is over
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. 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 That's what
And,
that's all. Yeah. I want to see him too.
I'm trying to think. They have a couple other cats over at Episcopal as well, but those two off the top of my head are two of the anchors in that particular program. Blair,
Hold on, let me go. Jacob Cole. Jacob Cole. I know something. Hey, y'all think I don't know some of this stuff. Jacob Cole, I know who that is.
Well,
Who
yeah,
else
and
they
so
got?
I give the matchup. Jacob Cole is an 11th grader, and he's about 6'6", and
He
he
going
get a
against
chance
who?
to go opposite Chris Johnson, who's one Chris Johnson at Episcopal.
Oh,
This is
yes.
a matchup of
Yes.
2020 class of 2023 showdown
Okay.
between two wings that can definitely put some separation between themselves in a what I call a put up or shut up type game.
Okay.
Because Bel Air is going to be good, Elkins is going to be good, and this is a great matchup for both of them.
What about Goose Creek and San Antonio Wagon? I ain't got a clue.
They got big Sam Bradford. When I
I've been
say
hearing
big,
that name.
He's a wing. He's about 6'5", good body. He has offers on the table. Sam Bradford leads the way. They have of course
I like him.
they have another guard. They have a guard, Avant Coleman, is over there at Goose Creek as well. And also they have a big fella. They have a big fella that played for TJ Ford. Howard.
Wait a minute. Not Robert Miller.
No, I think Darius Woodson.
What Miller play? What Robert Miller play at?
Well, Miller's on deck for next year. Miller's at Pasadena Memorial. So we got them already locked in for 2022.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that later on another day.
Yeah.
Now,
San Antonio
Wagner,
they got
that's
somebody.
Austin Nunez, who's going
Austin.
to Arizona State.
Okay, got you.
And he anchors that program to be coming in.
Okay.
And like I said, it's tons of every team in this thing.
Then they hold up now,
every
Jimmy.
one of these
Jimmy,
teams-
I'm gonna go through this thing. I know my main man, PJ Haggerty is Crosby, and Clearbrook. Hold on, them ain't the two brothers. Them ain't the Miller brothers, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my! Hey, Chris, put your track shoes on that night, Chris. You might. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a good one. Toscasita got my guy. Who Toscasita got my guy? Who they got? They got my shooter. They got a shooter for me, don't they? Toscasita. Who they got? Jim?
Oh, Tascasita. They got your homeboy Angel.
Yes,
Johnson.
Angel Johnson. See,
Yeah, but Tascasita got David Martinez.
Yeah.
I mean, they got what's the wiry long cat? You guys Caleb Pouncey. They got Caleb Pouncey. Tascasitas, they are. This is probably the deepest crew of guards that they've had. They were deep last year.
But Jimmy,
with
look
guards.
what Jimmy.
They're
You didn't
deep
tell me
as
all
well.
of this. Hold up. Thank you, Alex. Houston Christian got Orlando Harden. That's my favorite. One of my favorite guards. They got Dominique Sesteros. They got hold up. Jimmy, who else? They got Montana Wheeler. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look, Montana ain't no joke. Jimmy.
And you remember little Brody Robinson? Remember Brody made his debut. Made his coming out party with RL9 when they played against Southern Assault and they played against little Mikey. Played in the IMO Classic.
missed that.
Little Brody in the championship.
I missed
In
that.
the championship, maybe he went off with all the threes. The white kid, the guard. That's hey man, Houston Christian. Let me tell you, Atascocita, if you're watching right now, Houston Christian asked for you. They said they have enough pieces where they could come and whoop one of the powerhouses in the UIL. Give us a UIL and give us a prime time game.
He messy.
Guess what?
That's messy, Marvin. Man, you didn't have to say that. But Jimmy, people think I skipped over somebody. Dude, I say the best for last. I say, hold up, listen to me. I did this. Yo, let me run my show right here. Jimmy, leave me alone. What the boy, Clarence Harris? I did this intentionally. Cause the state champs. I say the best for last to talk about Beaumont United versus Cypress Ranch and my young fella, Raspberry, Kobe Raspberry. Hey, hold up, Jimmy. They got my other guy. What's my guy number 24? The underclassmen that played for the Defenders. The shooter, Bernard.
Yeah, Jalen Bernard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't forget about. Hey,
Hold on. And another one.
Who?
They got the big fella. Remember the tall kid, Trent Burns, 6. When we talked about it last week in Rock on Wood, he put 7 foot tall on his card. And I say he's about 6'11", 6'10" and that. Trenton Burns.
Hold up, man. They've been recruiting, man. That man don't stay out there, Eric Raspberry. That 7 foot dude, though, they ain't got no 7 foot out there in Cypress. But guess what? I saved the state champs for last in case Clarence Harris, you didn't understand. Because the state champs, they got, Jimmy.
You tell us who they got. You know they got. You tell us who they got.
Jimmy, you know I know about Wesley Yates. Hey, hold up. They got my other dude, Terrence Arsenault. He kind of like my favorite player in the whole city right now. And Jimmy, then they got the young guys that played. You know, the young guys that played in middle school, now they done grew up a little bit. Jimmy, this gonna be a hell of a game. What time that game? I'm gonna tell everybody. Don't call me at 5 o'clock on Saturday. Don't nobody even call me. I'm talking to my friends out of the state. Don't call me at 5 o'clock because I'm gonna be there watching that game. I can't wait. What Bochcar said, Chris. Can't wait.
Yeah, and want to add a couple things. Just thanks for the boom room. Want to throw in there. And earlier we talked. We're coming up to the Crosby game, and of course Crosby. In addition to PJ Haggerty, Sean Elkington is a name to remember. Sean Elkington is right there on the cusp.
Okay.
And as far as of the Division I recruitment, he's right. He's the impact at the non-Division I level.
I got one question.
Immediate impact.
Jim, I got one question. Where's my dude McKnight? What's his name?
You talking
McBride.
He's at South Falls.
McBride. What's the dude who was hooping? Got the nice off the dribble bounce and shoot it. He was at the U of A camp. What's his name?
Talking about Manville.
What's his name though? What is his whole name? McBride. I mean, you know he got a couple of offers.
He's graduated. You talking about from Houston?
Yeah. What's his name?
He's gone. That's the kid. I think it's McBride. Yeah, he's gone.
But he played in the U of A's camp.
Prep school.
No, he played. Oh, he left the city?
He's going to prep school. No, he was a 12th grader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, he was a 12th grader.
Yeah.
And also, of course, Cy Ranch, you give a shout out for Justin Norris, who took an official visit this past weekend to Friends University.
Okay.
It's a non-Division I school, and they laid out all the bells and whistles for him, and we wrote about that in the VIP news on yesterday. But Justin Norris, also you got Mo Manecki. That's Gabe Manecki's, the former or ex-University of Texas star. His son is on that Cy Ranch team. Cy Ranch has a lot of pieces. Then Beaumont United, they may or may not be
Josiah, Jimmy. Josiah. That's his name.
Yeah, Josiah. Oh, you talking about Josiah.
Yeah.
McBride. No. Oh, you talking about Josiah McKnight.
Yeah.
You said McBride. I'm thinking. Yeah,
I can't. Josiah, thank you, man. Man, I love Archie.
He's at South Falls.
And they ain't on here?
No, they didn't. They had an invite. They took too long. You know, snooze,
Like
you snooze, you lose.
I
But
like him.
they will be playing in the Super 16
Okay.
extravaganza.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And in case you guys missed that schedule, we'll
Okay.
put that schedule out again. It's on the RCS Sports app. The Super 16 is
Yeah.
always the first weekend in
Like it.
October. But right now, we're talking about the season opener,
Mhm.
the RCS Sports season opener,
Oh, I
powered
can't
by Boost Mobile. And Boost Mobile, of course, will be on site. That means that whenever they're on site, that means several people walk away with some cell phone accessories when they get up on entrance and upon departure of that event. And this thing will take place November 12th and 13th at the M.O. Campbell Center. That's the Aldine ISD, athletic headquarters, right on the intersection of the Beltway 8 and Aldine Westfield Road. That's about 5 miles from Bush Intercontinental Airport. You guys, great day. And of course, I see everybody out there
Thank y'all,
looking.
man.
Share the show. Share
Yeah.
the show, guys,
Yeah.
right now. You hadn't done so. Share the show to your timelines, to your friends. Some people can get the schedule out and we'll give us, and also you missed another thing, Beaumont United.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people didn't know they won the state championship.
Yes.
They're the reigning Class 5A state champs, went undefeated this past season.
That's right.
They had 2 players who started at Beaumont Westbrook transferred over in the middle of the season. They weren't able to even suit up with Beaumont United. And one of those guys is Jaden Guidry. And I think the other young man name is Mickles. And those are 2 guys that are added to the lineup for Beaumont United. So people that's scouting didn't realize, remember, these 2 young men started at Beaumont Westbrook. And now they're in uniform. And also, Beaumont Westbrook also mentioned, talking about the young players from middle school, Clarence, how you pronounce that last name? Paye, P-A-Y-I. He's an integral part of what they're going to do this year as well. And that last game, of course, you
That's
missed.
good.
Talk Crosby, Clearbrook. Hey, man, that's going to be a class.
Hold
right
up, this
there.
for me,
That's
y'all.
what
This. Hey, but Josiah, y'all make sure I tell Josiah I asked about him because I like his game. He got some of that Robert Hatter game in him. I like
Oh
him.
my God.
Yeah, he got some. Yeah, that's the way I used to do it, Chris. Chris, I wish I had played your little short but long time ago. But
I'd have told that tiger off that M off your shoe right
I hate it. I hate it.
Somebody asked a question in the Boom Boom Room.
What'd
They
they
asked,
say?
was Terrence Arsenault on a recruiting visit to U of H this past weekend? If I'm not mistaken, I think he was on the official visit.
Yeah,
Terrence
that's
Arsenault,
good,
the University of Houston. They are the school to beat, but we think Terrence Arsenault is going to take a visit to UNLV, because the connection there is the assistant coach at UNLV is from Beaumont, and so that's a connection. So I think he's going to go there.
James.
And if it wasn't U of H, UNLV probably would easily get him. They still got a snowball's chance, but U of H, everybody pretty much, if you had a de facto crystal ball, is the school to beat for Terrence Arsenault.
Hey, Jimmy,
#1
have UNLV got Brand Jordan? Do they have Brand Jordan? I'm just asking for a friend. Do they got a nice arena, but do they have a Fertitta Center like ours? Vegas is a good city, but Houston is the 4th largest city in the nation. Terrence Arsenault, homeboy. Hey, Jimmy, I'm getting my name, image, and likeness game up by the time Terrence Arsenault get in, because I want him to stay here in Houston. Now, let him stay in Houston so he can play against Memphis.
Yeah.
I ain't scared.
And of course, somebody else asked a question, why is no Silsby? Well, understand something. Silsby is that's the first weekend of the football playoffs. It's the season opener. So
okay.
we're expecting Silsby to be in the playoffs. And Silsby has at least two starters on the football field. And they're going to probably get past the first round. Maybe not. I don't know who they play, but that's too much of a gamble. However, Silsby is playing in the Hoops Given Classic. Now, we won't release that schedule until next month. That you get that schedule. the first Tuesday of October. The same they release those tickets, you get the schedule for that as well. So that's once again, it's the schedule for the season opener.
Jimmy, can I have Chris? I want Chris to address something for me. Jaylen Warren said it's too many wings on the roster at U of H. You can never have too many wings, to me. But keep Chris. I wish you addressed that. Just address that, Jimmy. Please.
Is it too many wings with the Lakers and with the Knicks? I mean, the bottom line is cream rises to the top. I remember Carmelo Anthony when he signed with Syracuse. They was like, man, why would you go there? They got this person and that person. He says, hey, man, I'm playing. I don't know what they got going there, but I'm playing. And then the rest of the history, they won a championship first year. But bottom line is competition is a cornerstone of America. Who said that, right? It's a cornerstone of America, baby. Come on, man.
I can't
iron
wait
sharp
to the
as
bar.
iron, baby.
I can't wait to the bar. I got a cornerstone I want to share with you tomorrow. I can't wait. I know we had all this stuff to do today, but boy, I can't wait. I love that, Chris. I like that. So it said competition is the cornerstone of America.
That's Don King, baby. Come on now. The cornerstone. That's what it is, baby. Learn how to compete.
Don's team taught me something very valuable, Jimmy. I'm going to tell y'all this before I get out. He said, always go to the loser's locker room first. You know, like when I have two clients playing each other, I learned that from them. I always go to the loser side first, hang out with them, make sure they ain't over there talking about, he just over there with him because hey, y'all, these folks like that. So guess what? I go over there and hang with them. Because I know me and the winners, we going to go party. So we going to go get it in. So let me hang with the losers first and get, so thank you, Don King. I learned that from him a long time ago. I did get something from him. Yeah, Jimmy, what you got, baby?
Yeah, I mean, Chris, that was all you want to chime in on that topic, on that question about.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to leave that alone, man. I'm not messing with that. I'm going to leave that alone.
No, I mean, you were trying to get you to put your coach hat on. Put your coaching hat on.
Again, as I said before, it just comes down to, you know, whether you think that you can play at that school. There's going to be 13 guys on scholarships no matter what. There's going to be 2 probably. It's going to be about 4 bigs, maybe 4 or 5 guys inside. They get 13 scholarships. That means 3 and 3 on the wings. That's what it is. There's going to be 13 guys regardless. You got to compete against somebody. All I know is when somebody said, hey, man, they showed a picture of the Alabama quarterbacks. They showed the kid that Mac owns. They showed Tua, and they showed the kid Jalen Hurts.
All of them
starting on Monday. Starting on Sunday. And guess what? They were all together at Alabama at the same time.
Jimmy.
So when you say they got too many wings, you saying this kid one and done or something? You get 4 years of college. What you really saying?
That's why Jimmy wanted you to address that.
Yes. No, I mean, seriously, I mean, that's a teachable moment. A lot of people, and understand, for somebody that may be in your life and a person of influence, and what they would probably say to you is they would try to dissuade you and say, man, they got too many of this on the roster. If you, big time, big stakes sports, everybody that comes in, they're trying to get you, and you're coming there thinking you're going to be one and done. So if you're thinking that you one and done, you want the coaching staff to believe you one and done, then guess what? You can't be mad at them when they coming recruiting right behind your ass, bringing somebody else up in there. Because you saying you're going to be one and done. We got to prepare because you might just be one and done, or so you believe. And next man up, this next man up thing, this whole first, remember Duke used to do it all the time, and they got pass after pass. Mm-hmm. Then Kentucky did it all the time. Mm-hmm. Then other schools start to do it. And because at first people would always recruit against it and say, man, they got too many there. Why you going to go there?
Ask a question, Jimmy. But Jimmy, this is what I tell kids all the time. Hey, man, let me tell you something. You tell me that you want to play in the same league with LeBron, Kevin Durant, and all them, Chris Paul and them dudes, but yet you afraid to go compete against Terrence Jones. I mean, not even Terrence. Eric Richards, whatever his name is. You won't go compete against that dude over there saying they got too many wings, but you think you're going to play against De'Aaron Fox. That's where he's in right there. You scared to go play against them dudes over there, but you think you're going to play in the best league in the world. Come on, that's not nonsense. Because they all think they're pros no matter what. So if you think you're a pro, what you scared to go compete for then? Because those 3 that you're going to compete against, none of them are probably pros either. and you think you can't beat them out.
Jimmy, hey, I guess what I got. Guess what I got, Chris, this morning. We was talking about something. I don't know how we got on the subject, but Isaiah Briscoe, McDonald All-American, Kentucky, and all that.
God.
He in the Big Three. He won the Big Three championship this damn weekend. And he ain't but 20 years old, huh?
And won't get a cup of coffee. He won't get Folgers up in the NBA. He won't get Folgers. He got that Rosetta Stone. I bet he got 6 languages because he gonna be bouncing around the globe playing basketball.
Man, that's cold. Wanted to also give you guys as we get ready to land the plane. I think I posted this news in the Boom Boom in the VIP news last week, but the every year during the basketball season since 2001, 2001, I've been on television for most of the years, except for this past season was on the side of Todd Freed with first it was High School Sports Live, then High School Sports Zone. Channel 57, The Cube, has dissolved all of their formatting as it was known. They're going to what they call paid programming. That's kind of what you see BET does when you get mad. Sometimes you click on there and you say, man, all I see is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin Lawrence all the time. That's paid programming. That means the advertisers, they know what the content is. They know what's going to be there, and they can sell that stuff in long-term blocks because some of those people may be longtime fans of Martin Lawrence, longtime fans of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Guess what? So I'm gonna lock in for 5 years. So that's good. That's what they call slow money, but it's good money. It's gonna be for a long time. So this is what Channel 57, The Cube, is going to have already done. They've transferred over. You might have the home shopping network on there at some point in time, during the day. So once again, with that to be said, that it does not look like I'll be returning to the TV airwaves this season. It's still a snowball chance. I had some people reach out on some things, but
just produce your own show, man.
Jimmy, we got more viewers on here than they had on that.
Produce your own show. You don't need the Cube.
Yeah.
Produce your own show.
Hello. Roland Martin gave us the blueprint, man. Y'all see what Roland Martin doing? He got the black.
Oh my God, he branded like crazy.
Dude, he got the Black Star Network now. He got his own network, a digital network.
Show,
he's smart enough to know CNN. I ain't got to kiss your behind. And y'all, let me tell you something. He got the best news on the planet Earth for us. I promise y'all, I don't even watch CNN.
Original content. It's your show. You don't need the Cube. It's the RCS Sports Show. If they want to know, they come to RCS Sports. Where else they gonna go? Since the Cube is gone, where they gonna go now?
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
The wrap.
That's how we do it. Hey, that's how we do it, y'all.
Yeah, and so that's but at the same time, we guess what, the chop shop is for you guys, and just know what, if you hadn't done so, we're gonna ask you to share the show on your way out the door. Share the show on your way out the door. Give us a thumbs up right now on the YouTube feed. Yeah. We see you guys over there. I see you, a lot of you guys that hung around. Herman Scott, Dr. John Newsom. We see Archie with Forever Young Films. If you guys need highlight tapes, films, mixtapes, he's for hire. If you want to schedule you, in other words, you give him a call and you schedule him to come to one of your sons or daughters' games, regardless of sport. And guess what? And he's pretty doggone talented at what he does. Shout out, I see Lori Dotson is joined us. She came out of retirement. Lori and came on back in the door. And she's late, but she here. She may not come when you want her, but she always be on time.
That man called Chris Walker can't get right. Man, don't you ever hear something about a partner like that? That man call you can't get right. You do look a little bit like it, but goddamn, I don't be saying that though.
Holla Pappy, that baby, boss.
I'm not dating that. I'm my baby Pappy.
Holla Pappy. Holla Pappy, boss.
I see y'all later.
We up out of here, man. For Chris
Get outta here,
Walker,
man.
Robert Allen, this is Jim Mix. Make sure, guys, spread the word about the Chop Shop, man. Don't forget to go over to rcssports.com and check out the VIP news, including the schedule. You can print your own copy of the season opener, November 12th and 13th. It's going to be fire. But we'll see you in 22 hours. We up out of here. Peace. Chop Shop.
Can't get right.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop.